But anyway, how are you guys doing so far? We're gonna actually start off with things a little bit differently here, because even though this is still a hardcore stream, I would actually want to start revealing that I'm finally getting an actual sponsorship, so I can actually get paid doing this stupid blade. It's actually not a lot, but I'm not going to really disclose so much random stuff about, you know, sponsorships. Because, you know, again, I might get murdered by, like, some huge company that would see this as a bad investment. So anyway, I want to give a big thank you to the first ever brand that actually gives me actual money. HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a very... Okay, I need to talk in place because I have not rehearsed this whatsoever because I'm terrible at rehearsing words. Anyway, HelloFresh provides all the ingredients and inspiration needed for stress-free cooking. Actually, hang on. I need to get the scene right. I literally set up this entire bit just to set up the scene right. I have the camera set up. We have the advert thing over here. So that way we can actually do the proper segment thing for us to do so. Hang on. I actually am not prepared for this. Hang on. There we go. Anyway, HelloFresh provides all the ingredients and inspiration needed for stress-free cooking and meal preparation and planning. I'm so good at reading talk points. Making it easy to serve meals that you and your loved ones will enjoy. Perfectly portioned ingredients. This is the Minecraft instance. I'm terrible at doing these stupid segues. Anyway, there we go. The website. Go to HelloFresh.com and I'll explain to you guys later on. Perfectly portioned ingredients delivered to your door. You can select your own weekly recipes, modify the servings. Not just savings. Servings per recipe and schedule delivery at your convenience. Straight at your doorstep, by the way. And of course, pause and cancel your subscription at any time. You're not going to be like contractually obligated to be stuck with like just getting weekly meals. You can actually pause your things if you hate getting food. I don't know why would you want to do that. We offer many different types of HelloFresh offers many different recipes per week to choose from, so your dinners will always be different. You can select among our calorie smart quick meals or family friendly recipes. Fresh ingredients from suppliers are selected by HelloFresh themselves, so you can always make sure that the ingredients that you get, all the ingredients, also the recipes and stuff like that, are always selected to be healthy and fresh, of high quality and other stuff. I literally messed up that talking point. I'm so good. So, if you want to, like, get yourself started with HelloFresh and get, like, a massive discount, or, yeah, a pretty modest discount of 175 New Zealand dollars off, or in your own currency, go to HelloFresh, HelloFresh, oh, frick me, I actually don't have, like, my link even, like, set up. Do ! HelloFresh in the chat right now, so that way, you'll be able to get, referred to our, link, or better, if you don't want to, like, click links or whatever like that, go to HelloFresh.com and insert, I don't have the freaking bloody code. My god, I'm so good and organized with this. Anyway, go and, insert this code. Insert this code to your own convenience. Look, I'm so good at, like, add this code to any of your boxes, and for any 5 boxes or up to 5 boxes that you will be willing to add to any sort of HelloFresh subscription that you go, and this is actually, like, applicable to both new and past customers if you cancel 3 months prior to this wacky stream. But anyway, be sure to add this code. This code, I'm actually proud to actually have the HF Fox code compared to literally other brands that keep adding more stuff. Add the HF Fox code to HelloFresh.com or whatever regional website you will be able to get 175 New Zealand dollars. Is that 175 or 145? I'm such an 175 New Zealand dollars off of your first 5 boxes. So yeah, enjoy this nice code. This is a very nice Vandy code, and now they want me to talk about HelloFresh if I ever used it in the past, and I actually did use HelloFresh in the past. My family has always these very wacky, like, sort of incidents in the past where we have absolutely no idea what the heck do we eat for dinner or for lunch, or for literally anything. So my mom actually, or my parents specifically, decided to order a little bit of a weekly plan on HelloFresh, and we actually got some nice recipes. Some of them were kind of meh, but also some of them were also really good, and one of them is actually a Japanese breaded chicken that is really, really nice, from a nice spout of, like, HelloFresh supplied garlic aioli, which I really, really enjoy. So, let me give you a little bit of a, this is also in the talking points, we're going to show you a little bit on how to do the HelloFresh stuff. My god, I'm so good at, like, showing the right display. Okay, this is going very well. This is not a scuffed sponsor segment whatsoever. I'm so good at this, definitely. Go to, my god. Okay, I'm gonna go the pro gamer move and move the window over here. My god, I'm so good at these. So go to hellofresh.co.nz if you're in New Zealand, or hellofresh.com, as the code works for both like Australian, New Zealanders, Americans, British people. Or people from France or Germany as well. So this actually would be a very good way to like save like a lot of money in like getting into HelloFresh. You can go to view our meal plan. It's still scuffed, isn't it? Why is it still scuffed? Oh, because I have the camera thing over here. Oh my god, I'm so good. Wow, I'm so good at the streams, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Go to hellofresh.co.nz if you're living in New Zealand, or hellofresh.com to go to the meal plan thing. This is not good enough, is it? I need to, like, enlarge the screen. I'm so good at these sponsor segues. This is definitely not my first. Don't at me. So go to hellofresh.com or do ! HelloFresh in the chat to get the referral link, and then add, your promo code, HFFOX, to get 175 New Zealand dollars off your recipes. You can choose the amount of people that are a part of your plan. By the way, if you guys cannot really, if you guys actually also say, oh, but I'm only like a student or like some random like guy watching this wacky stream off like a phone or whatever, guess what? Your family or your friends may benefit from like being part of the HelloFresh community or family. It doesn't say exactly what your friends and family would be able to benefit with HelloFresh. So ideally, send the bit.ly link or the referral link to also your friends and family if they want to like get 175 New Zealand dollars off their HelloFresh boxes. You know, because you know what, pass the savings to others, and I able to benefit it as well because this is a sponsorship. Anyway, so we also have like a lot of choices here. Choose your meal plan. I'm only one person, so I probably would just eat for 2 people. And recipes per week, you can choose how many recipes you want for each week. You get 3 or 5. You want? I'll keep the 3 because I'm a basic person when it comes to like eating food. I don't really cook though, but I can eat food. So we have classic kind of recipes you want. You want the classic or vegetarian if you're vegetarian. Family friendly if you want to serve kids, quick and easy if you want to like make things in a flash, especially if you're currently dealing with school or work related stuff, which is ideal for every sort of young professional. Calorie smart choices here if you want to also make sure that you're not eating as many calories as you will want. Protein rich if you want to build some muscle. Flexitarian, no idea what that is, to be completely honest. And carb smart if you don't want to eat a lot of carbs or don't want to over-excess yourself with carbs and all that stuff. So this is basically all the options that you can kind of want, except for vegetarian, because I'm not a vegetarian. So anyway, we select this plan. We got all the recipes that we need. All you have to do is sign up. So I'm going to quickly hide this window. Okay, that is something to see right now. Hang on. This is not a scuff stream. Who would say that this is a scuff stream, ladies and gentlemen? This is not a scuff stream. I would never ever make a scuff stream like this. No. Especially for sponsors like HelloFresh. Go do ! HelloFresh in the chat right now. So that way you're able to like get 175 New Zealand dollars off, or any money off of your subscription to HelloFresh. I highly recommend. Okay, hang on. This is not a scuff stream, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a scuff stream. Like, we don't do scuff streams here in this chat or in this stream. Never. We never do. We are professional streamers at doing sponsorships. How do you know my stream mail, by the way? This is not completely scuffed. Anyway, let me quickly log in to the HelloFresh website, so that way I can actually show you guys the rest of this this thing. You guys can still see it, right? Well, technically this is confidential information, so I'm just gonna move the window over here. So anyway, log into hellofresh.com or .co.nz if you live in New Zealand, or AU as far as I know of HelloFresh actually. I don't know what regional domains some people have, but go to hellofresh.com in general if you want to add 175 New Zealand dollars off of your order here. So here we are. We're here at the oh my god, this is still very scuffed. Hang on, let me move you back over here. My god. Again, not scuff stream. This is not shut up. This is not a scuff stream. Anyway, here we have like all your address details. You can also like give you like details of where you want your HelloFresh box to be delivered, personally delivered to your door, or literally anywhere else, like the garage door, the back door, the reception if you live in an apartment building, the front gate if you live in a very gated community and you want to maximize your real estate, you know, and also right in front of your front door if you want to keep it there, or other if you want to like tell if you're currently like away in like a holiday and stuff like that, and you may want to like still keep your meal plan, so that way once you arrive back home you're able to like start making some easy and very fresh meals. Then you can tell it to leave it to your neighbors. That also is an option. So I will give my address details, which is definitely legit address. Yeah, definitely legit address to Auckland, definitely, and postcode something at suburb nope. And actually, let's do a number. Let's just do a number. There we go. That's definitely my postcode that I've been to here, and we'll also throw it in like the number, so that way you can fill in all your address details. This is definitely real, and using the billing details and all that stuff. That's basically all you need to do. Actually, I'm gonna actually like put like my proper address details, because I would actually need to order like sort of a box from them. Okay, this is definitely not a scuff stream. I have to like do this for a few. This is definitely not a scuff stream, guys. This is definitely not a scuff stream. Okay, anyway, let me just quickly add some more details. Again, exclamation mark HelloFresh. To get 170 New Zealand, yeah, 170 New Zealand dollars off your HelloFresh order is actually really good of a deal, honestly. Or specifically $50 off your first box, and then you get other discounts for your other boxes. So again, highly recommend you take a look at that. Alright, anyway, I am having to fill in details that are too small for you guys to look at, so I'm hopefully in good hands, because I swear to God, if I get DDoSed or something like that, or docs, but most likely should be fine, because you guys can't see shite here. You guys legitimately cannot see shite here. You guys can't even do anything about that. Anyway, yep, you can use your payment options. You can use PayPal. You can use your debit card. I'm going to use PayPal because I have a PayPal, and I also don't want to get doxxed with actual confidential information. Yeah, basically that's about it. All you have to do is just basically just check out, select your select meals and all that stuff, and you're pretty much good to go. That's honestly that's all I can really say about that. Ghost Knight Twitch says it's HelloFresh sponsoring you. That is a good question. Let me just quickly double check if I am being sponsored. Yes, I am being sponsored. Anyway, this is not a scuff. This is not a scuffed ad readout. Definitely, to all the VOD viewers watching, you might be completely confused right now. This is definitely not a scuffed readout. Yeah, definitely not. Because I am the most. I am very, you know, a streamer of like complete and professional readouts. Yeah, this is definitely not scuffed. Okay, I need to close the music. This is gonna get really obnoxious. Anyway, that's basically the entire like sponsorship. Get 175 New Zealand dollars off, or quite a lot of money off of your first or new subscriptions, basically, because past customers can be able to get that discount as well. Do exclamation mark HelloFresh or HF in the chat to learn more or get the discount. Definitely. Alright, I can't speak words, and I am completely messing up this entire thing. So anyway, how are you guys doing? This is how we start the stream now, properly. Hope you guys are doing pretty nice. We're gonna do some more hardcore stuff pretty soon. This is definitely not a scuff readout. I missed probably a lot of steps to what I'm supposed to be doing, so I'm probably not gonna get a sponsorship anymore. But actually, it probably would be fine, because, hey, at least you guys are able to, like, still be engaged. So anyway, hope you guys are doing pretty well so far. And, yeah, hope you are having a pretty nice day so far. It's currently hot AF here in Auckland. It sucks. The temperature sucks. Everything honestly still sucks. I also just realized the overlay is still kind of scuffed. Let me just quickly fix that. Oh my goodness, I'm so good at doing the streaming thing. Wow. Wow, I'm so good. Why is this... Is this gonna be fixed? Yeah, it's gonna be fixed. Hallelujah. But yeah, hope you guys are doing pretty well so far, and hope you guys are able to endure whatever mess this entire thing was. Yeah, just don't mind me whatsoever. It's definitely not scuffed. This was definitely not a scuff readout. Yeah, definitely not. It's 23 degrees Celsius for me, says Dart, which is relatively warm. I think I actually have not checked my temperature reading in my room. The temperature reading is now dead. It is dead. So, Yeah, so that's a bit of a problem. Okay, that is not the right address. Update my address. I am trying to like get something from HelloFresh itself, so I need to fix some things. But you can do that from the HelloFresh sort of website if you want to you know, play around with your options. You can actually configure recipe. Actually, let me just continue this this readout because I'm actually stuck at this point anyway. Let me just quickly. If you want to see more of the, if you want to customize your options, in terms of like recipes and whatnot, you can go to HelloFresh.com, and once you get into like your recipe section after setting up your stuff, frick this stupid promotion. You get my promotion, HF Fox, whenever you check out stuff. You have like tons of choices. Actually, yeah, like tons of choices. Some paid, but some of them are also just completely added to your box if you want to like get some stuff like, you know, crumb fish burgers. Sounds tasty, and also has like wedges as well. That seems pretty interesting. Or corn chip crusted chicken burger. I like chicken burgers and stuff like that, so you know what? I'm adding that to my my box. I speak words. Bacon, mushroom, and Parmesan spaghetti. You guys can't see shite, can't you? You guys can't see shite. Oh yeah, this is again not a scuff readout. Not a scuff readout. This is not awkward. I'm doing very well. Anyway, bacon and mushroom Parmesan spaghetti actually is pretty good, kid friendly as well, and pretty nice. And if you want like also some pork schnitzel, that's not too bad. Veggie pasta, and yeah, it's actually not bad choices. Actually, some of them actually I would actually eat quite a lot, honestly. But you can basically customize as much as you want. If you want all of them, or I mean, you can't really choose all of them. But if you want some of these choices, then you can definitely go for those choices. See you later, then Sir Mail. And you know what? Let's add the fish burgers. Why not? One in your box. Yeah, that's all good. I do not want to like have some of these choices because I want to choose my own choices. So I want some fish burgers. Some like other of these stuff. Yep, save. Wait, what? Bestsellers. I'm fine. I already got like my nice sort of like burgers and my spaghetti. I'll take that. Yes, for the low price. This is my own discount. So anyway, basically all you have to do is just make sure you set all your details straight. Make sure you get your delivery days also straight, so that way you get your meals set up over here. There's excuse me. There's also some nice rewards related stuff if you want to like get some extra additional rewards by staying in with your HelloFresh subscription. So that's a lot of options that you can benefit from, like joining HelloFresh. So anyway, yeah, again, do !HelloFresh in the chat, so that way you get like your discounts as soon as possible. And you're able to get like some nice, delicious, healthy meals to your doorstep, pretty fast. I mean, not relatively fast, but you're able to get them like in front of your doorstep. Who doesn't want that convenience? Honestly, who wouldn't want that convenience? Have it straight to your doorstep. So basically, I'm not gonna say anything that's whack. I'm gonna get ruined by whoever is handling this. Yep. Okay, I need to shut up the music. This has gone way too long. Okay, anyway, so that's basically most of the stuff that I would need to do. Anyway, let's go and do some actual hardcore stuff, because they always insist to still do the hardcore stuff. Anyway, this definitely wasn't a scuffed sponsor readout, because this definitely was not the first one ever done. Yeah, definitely, I'm gonna get completely screwed. Yikes. Anyway, let's actually continue on doing the hardcore thing as always, because we always love doing the hardcore thing, and continue on with whatever we need to do. Oh god. I feel like I completely messed up so many details, or done stuff that is against and stuff that I should say, but whatever. It's at least you know that if you do !HelloFresh, you're able to get, you know, 175 New Zealand dollars off from, yeah, HelloFresh related stuff. Alright, anyway, so right, so from like last stream, if I remember, we have to do like a lot of terraforming related stuff. We still need to like get a lot of sand, because we need a crap ton of white glass, Jesus. And then we'll probably attempt to recreate the super smelter design that we've utilized back in season 6. Because in case you guys have not been in the loop, as of recently, season 6 is unfortunately big rip. So we're currently on season 8. Don't ask what happened to season 7. No one wants to know what happened to season 7. Anyway, So anyway, we have to like work on like another super smelter design, and hopefully I may be able to kind of remember what the construction is, but most likely I would not remember how to like rebuild it again, so it might have to follow a tutorial to get that all sorted out. So that's gonna be a lovely thing to deal with. So hopefully nothing is gonna go horribly wrong with that. You'll get better at it. It's fine. Yeah, it's all good, I think. I'm about to piss myself laughing at that sponsored segment to start. Amazing, I know. I mean, it should be it's a flawless attempt, honestly. It's a flawless sponsorship readout. Like they specifically asked me to do a professional sort of readout on the sponsorship segment, so there should be no sort of scuffness whatsoever, as we've demonstrated in the in our HelloFresh sponsorship. Anyway, it should be all good though. But yeah, exclamation mark HelloFresh to get $175 off. Anyway, hope you guys are doing pretty well though. We're gonna do the go to hardcore stuff. My I think hopefully my not HelloFresh, my hay fever sort of condition should start to improve a little bit, because so far I had to deal with like a crappy amounts of freaking hay fever for like the past few hours. It sucks, and hopefully this will be resolved by hopefully the middle of the stream, but I have zero faith. It's still boiling hot here though. Anyway, stay hydrated, by the way. Slate at the sponsor segment, yeah, definitely. I hope like any sort of regulators would know fully that this was a sponsor segment, because I also don't want to get arrested for not fully disclosing. I mean, I already fully disclosed that this was a sponsor. Anyway, time to keep on doing the hardcore thing as always, because we still have a lot of hardcore stuff we still need to do. And since we're basically digging up sand, I can actually utilize this overlay. I can utilize this overlay because why not? You have the nice sort of like add integration over there, you know, which is always lovely to see. Hopefully I'm not dropping frames, because I'm noticing some weird drop frames, but I'm gonna presume that's just because of me. Anyway, time to get a lot more sand still, because we still have a lot of work we still need to do. Lots of work we still need to do in terms of like getting this all figured out and finished up. Anyway, let's see what other messages I missed in the past like 20 minutes of doing all this stuff. This just livened up my grading session. So boring grading papers, and this was great, says Z-Big. That's a big pog, honestly. Cinder, how you doing? By the way, Cinder as well. Big Bang as well. Hope you're doing pretty nice, Big Bang. I probably missed so many messages. It's 7. Oh god, my stomach. It's 7 AM in the holidays, according to Cinder. So that's pretty pog. Oh yeah, we already did like a huge like time shift. I forgot to like completely mention that. We're back in the 7 PM schedule, or the evening schedule here in New Zealand. So my brain might be a little bit fuzzy in some ways, but overall, it seems like everyone is pretty happy to see that the stream is back in its regular sort of evening schedule. Rest in peace to all the Americans, unfortunately, who would have to like stay up at like 2 AM to watch the stream. But then again, I've seen so many Americans who keep waking up in the middle of the night to watch the streams anyway, so I don't know if that will be a huge disadvantage, honestly. I really have no idea. Anyway, the layout is making me more colorblind, says Kayla. Oh no, rest in peace. I mean, it should not be coming too, like, flashy in some ways, but I can understand if it gets a bit too flashy in, like, some small ways. But also, I just realized that, like, some of the windows are still not properly aligned. Let me just, fix some last-minute stuff. How come I not, like, catch this up during, like, testing? I have no idea. Oh my gosh, it's actually legitimately still, like, showing up in the borders. I'm so picky when it comes to, like, the layout of the stream, as you can clearly tell, and also, like, overlays and whatnot, so excuse my OCD for a few seconds. Mr. Monobi has to go to school in a few short minutes. That's no worries, though, mate. You do what you need to do. I forgot that I haven't had my Instagram account hacked. Big yikes. So, yeah, hopefully that's able to be resolved in some ways, but I have no idea how Instagram's or specifically Meta's support service is. Probably not amazing, though. Raven says, your streams make my day so much better after a stressful day at school. Thank you. Appreciate it, Raven. I appreciate you having a so far enjoyable time watching this definitely not scuffed stream. Hope you're doing pretty well so far, though, mate. Anyway, Neon Sky 0419. How you doing, by the way, Neon Sky? Hope your day's been doing pretty well. Welcome to the scrim, mate. Anyway, yeah, hope you are all doing pretty nice. I guess, like, yeah, I'm not sure if I should disclose information about any more like the sponsorship stuff, because I feel like I'm gonna get arrested. I'm gonna get arrested by like HelloFresh ninjas. I swear to God, for like buttering up like the most basic like stuff. Like, oh, you're supposed to like do this. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get arrested. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going and do the hardcore thing. This is an underwater cave. Lovely. I'm gonna drown here definitely. And it looks pretty interesting, but also useless, so I'm gonna move somewhere else. Anyway, how you doing, by the way, though? I'm doing pretty well, by the way. Except for, like, a very scuffed amount of, like, hay fever, for, like, the past few hours. I'm doing pretty well so far. Anyway, what are we up to? We're currently just digging up some sand, because I need a lot of glass for something I need to work on at the spawn region. So, that's what we're currently working on at the moment. And then afterwards, we need to, reconstruct a freaking blade, super smelter, so, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Or, like, auto smelter of some kind, so yay! I definitely would not be, in any sort of pain by the end of the stream, for working on an auto smelter, so we'll see how things would go. Anyway, dig up all the sand around through here, make sure that everything has been dug up to make sure everything is pretty much alright. I have just bypassed meta. I'm talking with my mates and police to get my account back. Jesus. That is a really yikes situation. The fact that you had to like get the police involved is actually really, really yikes, so hopefully that's able to be resolved in hopefully a non-violent sort of manner or sort of wacky manner. Ugh. Honestly, it's really baffling that there's like a lot of like wacky sort of like what's the word? Like social based like issues that involve having to like go to higher like IRL related sort of like authority. I don't know how to describe it, but it's always sometimes I've always heard like, especially in like being as a teenager, a lot of situations where people are like lives are in danger, or there's like cybersecurity related stuff that involves like actual like police be involved. It's always pretty yikes to hear such events like that. Always pretty yikes. I mean, this looks exhausting. And it does get pretty exhausting if you don't have like you know, like stuff to do also in the background, like streaming or whatnot. But overall, you probably get used to it after a while. But it is, you know, as tedious as any type of work. Anyway, outside of our HelloFresh ad breaks, we do have like the usual Twitch, unfortunately, Twitch ad breaks that we still need to get through. So you might expect to see like an incoming ad break in the next few minutes. That is unfortunately something that I wish, you know, Twitch can actually make better integrations out of, but yeah, that's unfortunate. But that does help to disable pre-roll ads for all the new viewers coming into the streams, like 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 here. So yeah, you might expect some incoming ad breaks throughout the stream though, which is kind of whack. But yeah, I mean, that's just Twitch in a nutshell, isn't it? Alright, get some more sand. How much sand do I still need? Because I swear we only have like one shulker box we still need to fill. So how much do we still need to grab? 3, 6, 8. Okay, 8 more stacks. And then we're basically done digging up this portion of the desert then. So that'll be great for us. Alright, digging up a little bit more sand. Make sure everything is covered along. Make sure everything's covered along to make sure nothing is gonna be whack. God, my nose is so freaking annoying. Hay fever sucks, I swear to God. Always love dealing with like hay fever stuff like that. Alright, dig up all the sand. I'm just gonna be doing all the stuff. See you there then, Wanobi. Hopefully you have a pretty nice day at school, by the way, mate. And be sure you do pretty well as well. Alright, everything looks to be pretty much in order in terms of like the streaming related overlay stuff, because holy frick, that has taken so much time to like get used to. I'm gonna presume there's actually a lot of people that were just seeing the intro, the new intro and the new overlay for the first time. Because, you know, I haven't been streaming in the evening schedule in like quite some time because weather and stuff like that. Jesus. Anyway, but yeah, that all these overlays and even the intro took such a long time to get sorted out. So I'm pretty happy with the state that they're kind of in. There will definitely be like small updates and whatnot in the future, but yeah, that's to be expected for when it comes to like overlays and whatnot. Yeah, the intro was fire. I love like working on that intro. I mean, actually, except for like the motion tracked bits, those were a pain in the arse. The rest were honestly looking pretty good. And also, actually, I hated the the neon border sort of things to like some of the intro bits. That was also a pain in the arse to get right. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with how it is. But that doesn't mean that I can always improve it. Anyway, Yeedy says, hello, sorry I haven't gone to a stream recently. I was also in New Zealand. No worries, Yeedy. Welcome back, though, mate. We should be back into doing the evening schedules from here on out, so you should be able to join more of these wacky streams later in the future. So we would not have to worry about like, we wouldn't need to worry about like the sort of morning schedule that much until probably next year, I guess. I have no idea. Anyway, what the frick do I do with 69 pieces of like sand if I cannot fit them in the shulker boxes? That's kind of awkward. I'm gonna leave you guys here then, because I have literally no inventory space, so I'm just gonna grab all the shulker boxes that we have, and I'm gonna swap scenes, and we're gonna go all the way back to our spawn region, where hopefully we're not gonna get an aneurysm trying to build a freaking bloody super smelter. I mean, what could possibly go wrong trying to rebuild a super smelter that we built in Season 6? I mean, a lot, because I also had problems working on that freaking super smelter back in Season 6. That was honestly a terrible sort of experience to get through, but we'll see how things would go. I hope. JJZ, or JJ Zoc, if that's how to pronounce your name. Hope you're doing pretty nice so far, JJ. JJ, I think? I feel like I'm mispronouncing a lot of names in the chat still, but yeah, I hope you're doing pretty well, though. Welcome to this wacky hardcore stream. Oh my god, there was a pillager outpost over here, literally a few hundred blocks away. Okay. I'm not mad. I'm definitely not mad, considering that I was like looking for like a pillager outpost for like an entire hour during one stream, and there was literally one like a few hundred. Yeah, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. Anyway, JJ, welcome to the Fox Army. All right. So here's our spawn region right now, currently in the state of, I would say, kind of scuffness, but everything actually has been going pretty well in terms of like spawn proofing and excuse me, construction. So much random stuff in my throat. So what we need to do now is to set up like some sort of auto smelter, because God forbid I want to manually place down sand inside of these furnaces ever again. So since we have somewhat of a decent iron farm, we could start getting to work on like yeah, like a lot of like hopper feeds and stuff like that for like a somewhat goodish auto smelter. So I'm gonna go and bring our trusty tool, good old YouTube, and grab 𝗏𝗟 design that has worked well in the Season 6 hardcore world, ignoring all the troubleshooting crap that I had to deal with in the initial stages of this. And we're gonna see how things would go. Is the thing gonna work properly? Oh god. Ignore that. That was because of me doing an ad integration sort of thing. Just ignore that. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Let me try and get like a YouTube related stuff, so that way I can look for like the 𝗏𝗟. I'm gonna put it back over here just to avoid chaos from incurring. Where is that 𝗏𝗟 super smelter tutorial at? Because I would like to figure out how to build that again, but my memory is terrible. So hopefully I'll be able to remember how to make this again. And I'm gonna go for the furnace array version, and then the compared to, I mean, at this point I should probably start. I mean, I'm not really gonna be utilizing so much of like the sort of 1.19 mechanics yet for like a proper, fully flushed out super smelter. So we're just gonna go for like the redstone and the hopper version, which is, yeah, definitely not scuffed, hopefully. Oh boy, so I don't know what the resources are, and God forbid how long this entire tutorial is going to be, or how long it's going to take for me to follow this, but hopefully it's not going to be scuffed. So you guys can also watch with me how we can build this exact super smelter. This is not going to be scuffed. Mentrix, look, another German Francis Cinder. Hey, more German viewers here. So it's a German name because I'm from Germany. Makes total sense, and I unfortunately cannot speak German, so yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit awkward. But hey, at least there's some more German viewers that we can see in the chat, so that's always pretty pog. Okay, so ignoring all the iron blocks, which you don't really need, what the frick do we need to do, 𝗏𝗟? Because I have completely forgotten on what the hell we need to do. Okay, so this is all the resources that we need. Ignore the iron blocks, because that can be just exchanged with anything else. Also, how you doing, by the way, 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶𝗟𝗀, if that's how to pronounce your name. Welcome to the Fox Army as well. Right. So, we need 119 hoppers, 118 blocks of, that's not iron, 97 pieces of redstone, 23 furnaces, a bunch of redstone repeaters, a bunch of chests for storing all the resources, and the redstone torches. Right. Okay, so that is going to be an interesting sort of like resource list. That is definitely not going to be a problem whatsoever. Anyway, let's quickly get that sorted out then. Let's get all the resources that we need for getting the entire sort of auto smelter sorted out, because God forbid this is going to be a tedious challenge. This is definitely not going to be tedious. Alright, anyway, let's grab some shulker boxes. Yes, shulker boxes with an S, because I don't know if one is enough for the resources that we need. So we need 119 hoppers. How do we even do the math for 119 hoppers, frick? I have all these chests though, so that's well over like 128 hoppers. So that's roughly around the number that we need, so we just need a crap ton of iron to get the hoppers that we need. Oh boy. Zocht is a slang for playing games or gaming. That honestly can make a bit of sense, honestly. So yeah, I mean, I don't, again, speak, like, German, so I would still not fully understand a lot of things, but hey, at least I know something now. Big pog, though. Alright, let's go and quickly get some more iron, because we also built 2 mini iron farms over here, because one is simply not enough. Alright. Oh yeah, I need to, like, also sort out the poppy and iron situation around through here. I think that should be relatively fixed up-ish. I mean, I probably need to lay it out like this, just to avoid like poppies like overflowing all over the place. That is a common thing I had to deal with when it comes to like making these sort of things. 1 stack, 2 stack. There we go. That's literally all of our hoppers that we need for the super smelter. We could make another unit, but I probably would just stick to 1 just to avoid punishing myself. Anyway, let's quickly add these boys over here. There's actually quite a lot of iron now, so I'm actually pretty happy to see all this amount of iron that we've been getting from all these iron farms now. We can easily make a lot of like maxed out beacons without having to suffer. How you doing, chat? As well as Foxman. I'm doing pretty well so far, I do. Also, I probably haven't really acknowledged you as well, but yeah, hope you're doing pretty nice as well, I do. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice as well. Alright. So we got 128 hoppers. That's plenty of hoppers that we would ever need. We need 97 redstone. I'm going to place down some shulker boxes over here. I think we just need 1, not gonna lie. I'm overestimating how many materials or how much space we need for materials. Alright. We need some redstone. This does not even have any redstone because I put them all over here because I'm a genius, definitely. A lot of redstone. There. A lot of redstone. There you go. Probably would still need a little bit more, so this much? Good enough. We need some redstone repeaters. We haven't set that up yet, or not set that up. We haven't actually like got ourselves those like redstone components yet, so we definitely need to get that sorted out. So we're gonna quickly get some more redstone dust out of there. How in the bloody hell do I build a freaking like redstone repeater again? Recipe book, please. Let me double check on the recipe related stuff. So normal stone, and we also need quartz for like the comparators that we need 2 of. So okay, so yeah, that should be pretty much straightforward. At least we don't need to use like smooth slabs. Like I think I remember like quite some time ago we had to use like some like smooth slabs in order to like build like the redstone repeaters. That was such a nightmare to deal with. So thankfully we don't have to do that anymore. I hope. And also, Alligator. How you doing, by the way, Alligator? Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. Welcome to the 𝗦cie stream, by the way. Hope your day's been doing pretty well. I need more sticks, and I don't have any more spare wood, so let me just quickly grab some more stuff. Huh, very interesting. Yeah, the more you know, I guess, about, like, German-related stuff. Interesting, very interesting. Alright. Grab some of these, 32 sticks. And we're just gonna quickly grab ourselves some more redstone torches. We only need 4, but considering that we also need to make, like, repeaters and comparators, I'm gonna just grab a crap ton of them. Because who knows, I might actually need all of them for something later on, so who knows. Or the rest of them for something later on. Alright, there's also 5 left over here. Hide that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I need 16. Okay, 16 repeaters. That's definitely not a bothersome amount. Let me just get some more redstone dust, and we also need some more stone. There we go. There we go. 16. How much else do I need? Okay, I need 2 comparators. Great. So I also don't have enough. I still do not have enough redstone torches. So I need to set that up as well. Let me just deal with that. Okay. I remember getting quartz somewhere. There we go. I remember actually getting some quartz. I'm actually kind of happy that I got some quartz earlier, so we can get those comparators set up. And I believe that's pretty much it. Like, except for like the chests, which we need. We need 6 chests, sorry. Apart from 6 chests, some redstone torches, some extra redstone. That need 97 redstone. Actually, we already got redstone blocks. Okay, that's fine. That's all good. That's all good. Pretty much, once we get all the furnaces, I think that's pretty much it. We also will just use like all the spare amount of stone that we've been collecting for building the auto smelter, but that's pretty much it. I hope. All we have to do now is follow the instructions and not scuff it up, because I know for a fact if we scuff up the redstone timings, it's going to be terrible. So, yeah, hopefully nothing goes horribly wrong while doing all of this. I know, by the way, though, alligator. Hello. Hope you're doing pretty nice so far, mate. Alright, 40 furnaces, that's well beyond the 23 that we need. And we do have some spare coal blocks if we are about to start using the auto smelter later on, but we aren't yet, so we'll just leave them as it is. Wood can just stay here for now. And we need a lot of stone, because that way we can build the base of the auto smelter stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's well more than enough. Okay. Now we just have to, you know, follow the tutorial and pray to God that we don't scuff it up. So, 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶, please tell us how to make this auto smelter. Okay. That's all good. Materials over here. Alright, so the first step that we need to do is set up the hoppers in arrangement like this. Okay. Is it floating? I think it is actually like 1 block high. I have to like double check right now. Yeah, wait. Is that 2 blocks high? Why does he have to be floating? Why does 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶 have to be floating just to make sure my mind isn't going insane? Oh god. Okay, okay. I'm presuming it's 2 blocks high. Like, it looks like it's 2 blocks high. I don't know. I mean, this tutorial has been like pretty out of date for quite some time, so it would be nice to have like a refresher, but at the same time we'll probably just live with it, I think. Let's build the auto smelter somewhere around through here. Since it is going to be quite a wide boy, I might as well place it somewhere like far inland like this. So I'm presuming it has to be 1 or 2 blocks high. I'm going to presume it's 2 blocks high because I do not actually. If I remember how it was laid out, it was, you know what, I'll probably put it a block high just for the sake of my sanity. Just to make things a little bit more easier when it comes to constructing this auto smelter, so let's see how things would work, because I'm gonna butcher this. I'm gonna butcher this design completely, I swear to God. Anyway, egg. Okay, we have chicken? No, we don't get chicken. Big sad. Alright, furnaces over here. All we need to do now is set things up. So we need a line of hoppers heading in this direction. Had that set up just because, in case of this ever happening. So we have a total of 23, correct? 23, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting. Why the freak am I counting? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Right. So 23 hoppers going across like so. So we have 7 already placed down, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That is dangerously close to the edge than I would want. So I probably would actually move it by a few extra blocks over here. Because we do need to like build something at the end over there as well, so that's a bit too close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 19. I've already lost count. Frick. This is not going very well. So anyway, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Frick you, hay fever. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23. There we go. 23 hoppers are set up. God, I really miss using Swift Sneak, honestly. Using Swift Sneak for these types of like hopper constructions will make my life so much more easier. Then again, I survived without them when I built the auto smelters, so I guess we can live without it, I think. So anyway, hopper on top over here, like so. I don't know if the orientation matters, but you know what? I don't care. My OCD will not have it. So we need to place down blocks like so, like bloop, 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 bloop. Frick, bloop, 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 and bloop. Just like so. And what else do we need to do? So that's the first stage done with laying out all of the furnaces. I'm gonna hope that's all that's had to be laid out for the first initial bit. Then the next initial bit involves us having to like place down hoppers in this sort of orientation. So we have to like put hoppers in the back and on the top like so. Okay, that is definitely not gonna be a problem. I mean, actually should not be a problem whatsoever. Should be pretty straightforward. So just basically do this like so. If I remember, I had to do like 4 of these for like my auto smelter building that I built in like season 6. God, I'm amazed that I was able to like build it in the first place, honestly. All right, there we go. Placing down hoppers. Hello there, chicken. The chicken just vibing over there. All right, there we go. That's the hoppers fully laid out. So what we need to do now is to build. We need to like put some hoppers down through here, I think. Yeah, like put hoppers down through here like so. And El Mango's doing placing down the hopper so effortlessly because he's using 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 or something like that. So we can't do that effortlessly, so we have to just follow along with the instructions. So have them pointing in that direction, just like so. Alright. I believe we have to like make sure it's all laid out all the way through here. Add a little bit of an extra one over here for the materials to get through to the auto smelter there. Okay, at the end over there, let me quickly go to sleep so that way mobs do not immediately ruin our lives. I don't know if I should actually kind of slowly, like, small adjustments to the exploding creeper mode or piccolo mode, because I feel like it's still too resemblance of a leaf, but whatever. It looks okay, I guess, but yeah. Kind of funny that you find it looks like a leaf or something like that, Kalo. Sean Lizard, hi, by the way, Sean Lizard. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice, by the way. Anyway, stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. Still have to deal with a little bit of like mild hay fever. Okay, there we go. Okay. Add this. I'm gonna skip this track. This is getting a little bit too energetic now. Alright, so we put a block on top over there, right? And then we have a line of hoppers going from there. This will be our fuel line. So let's get that sorted out. God, the way that we keep dropping down towards like the bottom part of the hoppers is pretty nauseating, but oh well. Alright, looking pretty good. I mean, that looks pretty alright by the looks of it. Nothing seems to be too awfully a whack around through here. So that's set up. So that's the thing over there fully set up. That's the fuel line. Oh, whoops. Let me just quickly add another indent of a fuel line over here. That way, like a hopper, I mean, anything can really pretty much like be fueling stuff through these two hoppers here. So this will be the material line, this will be the fuel line, to those who are wondering, which is probably no one. And anyway, following the tutorial, okay, we need to place down a line of blocks around through there. Alright, so a line of blocks. I mean, this really pretty much proves that I'm still, like, not a huge expert when it comes to Minecraft stuff. Really, when it comes to, yeah, when it really comes to, like, Minecraft stuff. I'm still, like, learning a lot of stuff around through here. Alright, but the redstone line over there. A nice line of redstone around through there. So fly all the way back over here. This will help to lock the materials, or like, yeah, lock like a single bit of material right for the furnaces to smelt, I believe. Which just helps to make sure nothing gets too clogged up, but if it's like not properly like sort of like set up, it actually could clog stuff, so we do have to be careful about that. Okay, so the next step is to add a thingy over here. A thing over here, right? Add that over there. So basically a cross shape. So we need to set up like a cross shape like so. There we go. Simple cross shape. Add a comparator at the end. So let's quickly grab all the other materials, because we'll definitely would need them. I mean, we could fit this in our inventory. What the frick did I still store it in the 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗟 box? Oh my god. So, on comparator heading in this direction, just like so. Redstone dust, like so. Yeah, it has to be in a cross shape, just to make sure, because I think in 1.16 they changed it so that way it's toggleable, but it has to be a cross shape. And then we add a repeater over here, and then we follow this pattern that I vividly remember because it was a bit of a weird thing to set up, but I guess it was a bit straightforward after a while. So we need to set up 2 blocks over here with a little bit of redstone. Turn this all to redstone, frick it. Add 2 redstone dust around over there, and then we have to block it off so that way it doesn't link to these main sort of things. And then on the edge over there, we also have to like put down some like extra blocks as well. So we have to put down a block over there. And then we put redstone on top over there and make sure we have like a 2 tick delay or 3 tick delay, I think. Alright, so there we go. Put that over there. So it should look like this. And yeah, basically that will power this block. The redstone signal will power this block, and we'll continue another line of redstone. And basically we just repeat the same sort of like pattern as always. Make sure that's blocked off, so that way we can put another signal of redstone through there. And pretty much we just copy and paste the same sort of like pattern, basically, until it's fully complete. So yeah, add another 2 blocks over here. Add some redstone down over there. Make sure like there's redstone down over here. Block off the redstone connections over there. Can I try and aim for the side over there? Yes. I'm so good at this game. Alright, anyway. 2 ticks. Block that, and then continue on. And yeah, just follow the same pattern. How am I able to like now follow this along pretty damn well? What the frick? I remember I was struggling like a little bit when I was like doing this, but I guess since it's like a pattern, like should be pretty much easy for me to like get used to, I guess. Alright. 2 ticks right there. Power this block. And then, why is there a pillager freaking, like, wait, why is there only 1 pillager over there? What the frick happened to most of the pillagers? One is over there, one's over there. What the frick happened? What happened to all the pillagers? I'm so confused. Okay. I'm not going to question that too hard. Now for the end, do we still follow the same pattern? Because I know for a fact it might be a little bit different compared to everything else. So there we go. So once we reach the end of the line, we'd start adding the redstone torches. And they are positioned on the 3rd block. I don't know if there was like an amendment to that, because I remember there was something that was a little bit different, I think. There we go. That will lock all the hoppers around through here. And then we'll do the pattern one last time, basically. There we go. Block that. And block that. Alright. Yeah, this is pretty much straightforward to like follow along, hopefully, unless it gets too fast. I remember it was like really annoying for me to follow along. Alright, there we go. Add a block over there, yep. And then it ends off around through there. So, yeah, perfect. And then we just finish off the redstone line. Just like so. And block this off. Alright. That should be pretty much it. All the redstone line all the way to the end is also light up, so that's good.
Now we can do the fuel line.
Now for the fuel line, this one's a little bit more complicated to follow along because it has a bit of a more different pattern than this. So So that's gonna be fun. So we need to place down the block over here just for like a guide, I think, because I don't think that's gonna be left behind, I think.
But from this hopper?
So from that hopper over here, we'll put another comparator. There we go. And then we put a redstone torch on top over there. This redstone torch then illuminates the block on top of it, or like activates the block on top of it, or adds a signal to the top of it, which disables a redstone torch. Okay.
Place a block there.
And then we place down a block over on the side, like so. And this would basically be filled with redstone, I believe. Alright. How much do we need? 5. So every 5 blocks. Got it. Okay, so we have to do like a line like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, looks good. Then we add this. How many ticks of delay do we need? Same as 2. And then we just follow that pattern along, correct? 1, 2, 6. Okay, 6 is different. There's a different number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add that. And then we just follow that along, I believe. I hope, unless I mess this entire thing up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just double check.
3 ticks of delay. 1, 2, 3, 4,
3
5.
ticks. Oh, 5 this time. Okay. Gotta love it when they are always like completely different. Alright. I've accidentally dropped the thing into one of the hoppers, so I'm gonna try and like see if I can get it back. Oh god. I need one of the repeaters back. Unless it's... where is it? I remember it was picked up, so maybe it's locked, or... I think it's down through here. Yeah, it just went down through here. Alright, if I break that, then it should just go down through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 ticks of delay.
And another 5. 1, 2,
2, 3, 4, 5. To the end. Just like so. Alright.
So I can also add some of this.
Then we can also extend this again for the fuel line and the material line. And that is where we're going to put all of our materials up over there and the fuel over there. That is definitely a very wacky position. I should have lowered it down by an extra block, but whatever, honestly. Well, it's honestly a temporary placement for where everything is. So yeah, that looks pretty much good.
Powered line for the bottom hoppers.
For the bottom hoppers now, so we have to do that. So this will be a little bit more of an interesting or much more different sort of layout than we've seen before. Break all of that. Alright. Hope you guys are enjoying me following a wacky tutorial that's 5 years out of date, but at the same time, the design still works. As far as I know, I still used it in my Season 6 world, so this entire design actually would still work perfectly fine to this very day. Anyway, how you doing, by the way, 108 plays? Hope your day's been doing pretty well so far, mate. Okay, redstone dust from top over here, down over here. I'm gonna quickly get some sleep before we get more mobs coming in again. 𝗦ście is cool. How you doing, by the way, 𝗦ście? Hope your day's been doing pretty well so far, mate. I like your skin. I mean, I agree, the skin actually looks pretty nice as well. But yeah, I don't really talk too much or really care too much about like what the skin I'm wearing. I have 42 sticks over here. I'm such a freaking idiot. Anyway, still pretty nice though. How do I get a shulker box? A shulker box is acquired through 2 shulker shells, which you get from killing shulkers in the end, or specifically the end cities. Once you get 2 shulker shells, you combine that with a chest, and you get a shulker box, which is basically a nice way of gaining portable storage. Very, very useful in the late game, especially if you're working on projects. Honestly, like, ever since like 1.9, shulker boxes have been pretty much a must in terms of like any major build project. Alright, so now we have to follow a very wacky pattern of us making sure nothing gets completely and utterly scuffed. This is definitely not going to be as scuffed as the layout of redstone in the next few minutes. Okay. God, why does freaking bloody like oh god, something is still not right on the player thing. I need to quickly fix that. Let me just quickly do that before I forget, because I know for a fact I'm going to forget about that. That's the wrong bloody thing. Ah! Anyway, yeah, I really like... I honestly really like listening to the, to a lot of the, freaking Final Fantasy, like, soundtracks. I really need to play Final Fantasy at some point. It's really, really nice to listen to. Okay, let me just go back through here again. Alright. So something like that. Add a redstone repeater again over here. And it's just normal. It doesn't need to have like any sort of additional delay. I don't understand what you're building, but it looks cool. You seem pretty chill. Appreciate it, by the way. We're currently working on like a super smelter array of some kind, or a, like a furnace array, basically. So this will allow us to like automatically smelt items without painfully adding items into stuff. So it's really, really useful, especially if you're trying to get a lot of glass for a project. So that's what we're doing right now. One way place is, can I ask you a question? I mean, you asked me a question earlier, so I'm fine answering another question if you want, as long as it's appropriate. Okay, we just basically follow the same pattern all the way through. I hope. As long as we don't mess it up. No delay again. So, just like so. I hope I don't mess this up, I swear to God. But I feel like this is going to be kind of messed up. Do you like Transformers? Oh, that's hard, because I think I remember liking them before, but nowadays I don't really really get stay tuned with like the Transformer series and stuff like that. I mean, I've heard it's actually doing pretty well nowadays, but yeah, nowadays I don't really care too much, unfortunately. But I think when I was young, I actually enjoyed it a little bit, so that's all I can say about it. I think nowadays it's actually not too bad. Alright, bit of redstone signal on top over there. So yeah, we're just basically gonna follow along. It's just a time lapse sort of thing. So basically just have it follow along all the way to the end. Perfect. Anyway, someone once told me that laziness is what pushes humanity to evolve and invent. Yeah, no. I would say like humans are honestly just like built to be very efficient. And efficiency would result in us doing things much more lazier, but that's the point of efficiency. If you try and exert less energy onto doing something, that's basically being more efficient. So I think that's the reason. That's honestly my like sort of take about like that sort of like idea, that humans aren't really much lazy, but trying to be as efficient as possible at doing a task. Like we don't like doing like very tedious chores. We always wish that there was something that's way more easier to do that while we work on something else or do something else, in point of being lazy, you know. But yeah, it's kind of like human behavior at this point. Like we're just born to be trying to like be as efficient as possible, and that breeds laziness. But that is just really the byproduct of us being more efficient. Anyway, psychology aside, let's see what else we still need to fix up. We still need to add a few extra bits of redstone to the edges around through here, so we can lock up the hoppers right next to the repeaters, I believe. Anyway, have you ever thought about playing or streaming Genshin Impact? Not really. I mean, Genshin Impact, I'm pretty neutral about it and stuff like that, especially as a Sonic fan, Jesus Christ. But overall, I'm not really too keen on playing Genshin anytime soon, but it does look pretty cool in some ways.
Comfy music vibes TBH.
Indeed, Jack Midas. How you doing, by the way, Jack Midas, though? Thank you for the Prime Gaming resub as well. Thank you for the 2 months pog. God, to give me a nice jump scare, though. Appreciate, though, the support. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice so far, Jack Midas. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the nice chill vibes right now, because I like to always maintain these nice chill vibes.
Okay, now the furnace array is actually finished.
Okay.
Take a look at...
Apparently he forgot that step, so he didn't add that to the final stages over here. So basically what he's now highlighting is sort of like points of stuff that we are not supposed to block, or else things are going to be absolutely fricked. And one of them includes like a block or area that is just going to be completely messed up if we touch it. Okay. So anyway, that is pretty much the entire auto smelter set up. I mean, we have to test it to make sure it doesn't completely explode on our face, so that's the one thing we'll have to do quickly before we add more quality of life stuff, honestly. So let's do a quick test to make sure that I did not completely scuff up the design. But in theory, it should just work all just magically as it is, so should be okay, I think. So let's see how things would go. So this is the material shulker box, and the bottom is the fuel. So all we need to do now is just add the materials and the fuel. And hopefully, nothing should go horribly, horribly wrong. At least it didn't, at least building this didn't take like, up to like over an hour. It only took like roughly around 30 minutes, so that's really good for us. Alright, I'll sacrifice, I mean, I'm not going to sacrifice, I'm going to utilize all the sand over here, and we're also going to bring in an entire stack of, you know, blocks of coal, and see what happens. Let's see what's going to happen. If I dump a lot of sand over here, what's going to happen? Let's put you over here. Put all the sand over here. There we go. Now it's feeding up materials. Let's see, first of all, if the materials are being sent through, because that has been a bit of a wacky problem that I've seen before. Let me also add like a double chest at the bottom for all the collected resources. I would have like a sort of automatic like a shulker box filler of some kind, but I'm still broke in setting that up, and I'm also too lazy to set that up as well. So we're not doing that yet. We'll do that pretty soon, but the materials seem to be like lined up perfectly well. So let's add the block of coal, and in theory, all the furnaces should line up. All the furnaces should line up and light up, and yep, there we go. It works. It works perfectly. I'm happy to see that. So yeah, we have we finally got our auto smelter back up and running, so I'm happy to see that. We just need a better way of collecting materials, because this is definitely not efficient. But whatever, it's good for what we have to deal with in like the sort of early late game for now, I guess. So I can easily automate the entire bloody thing, from like unloading the materials and whatnot. But that's for another time, because we're honestly still building areas around through here. But at least we know that this thing is finally working, so I'm happy to see that. Okay, let me just quickly add like a staircase, because I would hate to keep flying up and down to dump materials through here. So let's quickly get that sorted out. Sneerful Ash, how you doing by the way, Sneerful Ash? Hope your day's been doing pretty well, by the way, mate. Alright, don't want to make it too close like that. Flower Jana as well. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice, and welcome to the Fox Army. Alright, anyway, I feel like I'm butchering a few names, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing pretty well, by the way. Okay, let's just dump off all the rest of the sand that we need to smelt. Let that cook itself. I'm tempted to build like another like array of like furnaces, but at the same time, I feel like if we just overflow it, not overflow it, but I feel like just one would be enough. But considering that we have so much sand we need to smelt, I'm tempted to build another one, but I also don't have enough iron to do anything yet, so I'm just gonna let it do its own thing for now, and just we'll just refill it once in a while, I guess. Let it just like do its own thing for a bit. All right, I'm just gonna put all the coal blocks, because I already have so much coal. Anyway, hope your day's been doing all right, Sneerful Ash. All right, there we go. That should be all smelted in. And we can also put all the empty shulker boxes down over here, so we can load up all the finished glass, or all the smelted glass over here, and get to work. We actually could multitask, theoretically. We can actually start placing down more white glass while the rest of the glass continues to smelt, so hey, that leaves us a lot of options for what we can do around through here. Simply Glorious says, are you making a super smelter? I mean, that's what we literally just did. It's a relatively simple-ish, it's not simple, but it's simple-ish, design for a super smelter, and it works perfectly fine, so I'm happy to see that. So that's what we're doing right now. I mean, I'm probably going to plan to build like another array, another super smelter array over here, because one is simply not enough for smelting so much sand in like a short period of time. But for now, it works perfectly fine, and I'm happy to see that. So I'm happy to finally see the super smelter back up and running again, because we used to use this for like a 2-year hardcore world that I used to own before I died. So yeah, at least we know that this design still works perfectly well. It's like over 5 years old, so that's nice to see. Anyway, we can now hide off the display window thing anymore, so we're pretty much done around here. Now we're just gonna be doing more grindy stuff, I guess. And hopefully nothing would go horribly, horribly wrong. Why do you need so much glass for, you may ask? I mean, you're seeing it right over here. This is what we need all the glass for. We need to place down a lot of white glass just to spawn-proof this area of the spawn region, which is very useful for farm building and stuff like that. So that's why we're doing all of this. All right, how much glass are we getting? Not a lot of, like... I mean, we're getting, like, 1 glass per, like, half a second, so that's not too bad. But it'll take a while for them to just get their stuff up and running, I guess. So we'll let it do its own thing. Yeah, I kind of want to make it into like some sort of industrial district, really. I kind of like that sort of vibe for like this being the spawn region. Sorry, I kind of like this place being a vibe of like an industrial like area or something like that. Because yeah, that's basically where all the farms and all the manufacturing related stuff would be, and it makes sense for an actual hub. So it's pretty nice. Joseph the Wolf says, "Open the door." Whatever that means. How you doing, by the way, though, Joseph the Wolf? I probably completely have that reference of something completely bypassed me, but hope you're doing pretty well so far, mate. Okay, some of them are 7, but why are these 6? Some very uneven amounts of like coal being distributed, but whatever. I guess that's probably because it's like not completely set up properly. It's a TikTok meme. Of course, it's a TikTok meme. I still don't understand a lot of like TikTok memes, honestly. Like I do make TikTok stuff for like this, for like you know, sharing short form content from this channel and all that stuff, but I still don't get a lot of TikTok references, and I'm honestly just someone who isn't really that into like being able to relate to like TikTok stuff. I mean, some of the TikTok stuff is really a yikes, but whatever, that's just the human race for you. Alright, let's put everything back that we don't really need to keep outside. So we can keep this back over here. Time to turn all of this into white glass. And continue on doing the hardcore thing. Placing down glass endlessly, because that's our life. For quite some time. Anyway, so while we have the smelter do its thing, we'll just continue on placing down glass. Which is the most entertaining topic that you can ever see on me doing on twitch.tv. Definitely. Alright, anyway, placing down some glass. I like Vince's TikTok meme, I know. I still don't understand. Some TikTok memes really are just kind of bizarre. Some of them are funny in like, in a sort of like dark humor sort of way. Like, for example, the sort of like Hyundai and like Kia sort of incident where there was a TikTok challenge where people were able to steal cars. Don't do that. But at the same time, it really shows that some manufacturers are just lazy at doing their own security stuff. I think the meme is from Breaking Bad. Of course there's going to be a meme from Breaking Bad. I mean, not a bad show, but at the same time, very bizarre. Anyway, I promised myself to never use TikTok, and now I'm on YouTube Shorts 24/7. I'm honestly lucky that I'm not yet into that sort of, like, spiraling addiction of short-form content. Like, I use Shorts and like Instagram Reels over TikTok, because honestly I don't like TikTok, honestly. But like in terms of like using YouTube Shorts, I never really get into like that sort of addiction rhythm of some kind. Maybe it's just the content that's being made. It's just really not the vibe that makes me addicted to like Shorts or whatever like that. Also, incoming ad break to those who are not part of the Fox Squad, so rest in peace everyone who's not subscribed, unfortunately. But anyway. But then again, the subscribers are not really safe from my ad breaks as well, you know. Do !HelloFresh, you get 175 New Zealand dollars off of like any new and also past HelloFresh subscriptions. If you do HelloFresh or !HelloFresh in the chat, you're able to get a nice referral link. Anyway, sponsor segues are so good. I really want to be creative with sponsor segues, I swear to God. And maybe that'll add like a lot of value to like some brands that might sponsor me, ? But we'll see. Alright, anyway. If TikTok gets banned in the United States, I mean, I'll honestly understand it. Like the sort of like security thing with like China and TikTok not really doing its greatest at like sort of like comforting people or like reassuring people that they do not steal data when they do. So yeah, it's not really a good look for TikTok, honestly. It's kind of amazing though that like out of all the sort of like platform brands you would think of to like do short form content, being TikTok being the one that's like newer-ish compared to like everyone else. Of course, like Facebook and YouTube are the ones that have to capitalize it. Twitter tried to like capitalize it a little bit and still fails. and it's still not a great platform, honestly. But yeah, it's kind of whack, honestly. Why do you use glass for spawn proofing so much as opposed to slabs or carpet? Because it just looks nicer. And also, yeah, resource-wise, it's definitely better to use slabs or like carpet or other methods like buttons. But like, please, like, look at people placing so many buttons all over the place over a large landscape and realize how whack it is. And this is like the same texture as like the block you're placing on top of it. It just doesn't look very good. That's why I always resort to just using glass. When I was working on like a nether city project, I also used glass for swarm proofing because one, having red glass actually blends in very well with like the netherrack, and two, it just of course looks nicer, and without it also being very whack as a slab or anything like that. But yeah, I really am not the biggest person when it comes to like using slabs for spawn proofing or anything else, because it just doesn't look really that good. That's why I always resort to using glass instead. It's more tedious to like get ready. You need to use an auto smelter to make it more efficient, or you need an auto smelter to make sure you're able to get enough resources and whatnot, but at the same time, it looks honestly still better than a freaking slab. Like an entire valley full of slabs. So yeah, it's whatever. And yeah, we can also use a sand duper. I am planning to use like a gravity duper of some kind because I need a lot of like concrete related stuff later in the future, so that's what I'm like also saving the N for, is to get ready for that sort of system, because God forbid I do not want to dig up gravel fields and sand fields for the rest of my life, so I'm just gonna use a freaking like gravity duper at some point. You don't have one built yet? Not yet, no. But I am planning to do that. The reason why I'm not doing it just yet is that I often like build farms when I need to build them, and not really just as a way of future-proofing stuff, because it just adds like I feel like if you add like or build farms that you're not gonna really utilize immediately, it's just there, you know? It just stays there in like hibernation until you really need to use it. They take like 30 to 40 minutes from one I found on YouTube. Yeah, but yeah, I could also spend 30 to 40 minutes doing something else. So I'll just build it when I need to build it. Most farms I would just build it when I need to build it anyway. So even if it's like, oh, it's only gonna take that much minutes, if it's especially like a complex-ish farm or a farm that I'm not familiar with, don't think it's gonna take 30 to 40 minutes. I probably would give reassurance as a streamer, especially that any farm tutorial-based stuff would probably take more than 30 to 40 minutes. I had to build a slime farm for it, though. I think it's because you have to use slime blocks, so that makes a little bit more sense. I think we can still get away with getting slime balls from just, like, swamps, so I think we should be fine. But I could be wrong that our rates are going to be okay. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, honey as well. I mean, honey farms are pretty easy to set up. I remember setting one up pretty easily in Season 6. So, should be alright to work on, like, a honey farm. There's some pretty simple tutorials that actually are very damn efficient. The hardest part is just getting the bees, honestly. The easy part is just setting up the farm. The hardest part is always just getting the bees. Because some bees just don't give a shite about your existence. So, they'll just be like, yeah, I don't want to be part of your farm thing, whatever honey farm is. Like, if you want to get my produce, you just have to get it naturally. You know what, frick you, I'm gonna quickly die in the ocean. I honestly still don't understand. Why do, like, some freaking, like, AI, or, like, specifically bees, have the habit of just going to, like, a river or an ocean and just deciding to suffocate or drown to death? I don't know. It's still a thing, and I don't understand why. Anyway, built my base in a desert and had to look for 30 minutes for those bastards. Yikes. Yeah, 30 minutes for bee hunting is not fun. Luckily, there is a beehive literally floating over there. Floating over there, so I don't think we need to worry too much about bees, hopefully. Lizard Wizard, how you doing, by the way, Lizard Wizard? Hope your day's been doing pretty nice so far. Yeah, swamp-based slime farms aren't too bad to set up. It is a bit tedious, though, depending on how far swamp is. And also rates vary depending on, you know, the moon cycle. So it's often better to use, like, a slime chunk farm over anything else. But honestly, I think we can just get away with just, like, going to, like, the swamp and just hunting slimes for a bit. So we don't really need, like, an extravagant amount of, like, slime, you know. Unless we need it for a project, but most likely that wouldn't be the case. Also, I'm excited for the new update for the cherry blossoms. Indeed, cherry blossoms look really, really cool. The freaking sapling, honestly, is the best sapling. I agree with @𝗏𝗟. It is the best sapling sprite compared to like all the other saplings. It looks so cute as like a sort of pink bonsai tree. So definitely would want to play around with that. There's like a lot of like unintended additional features that are added with like the existing stuff that's being added for 1.20. If you know what I mean, like there's like a lot more building sort of ideas that are stemming from like all the stuff that's being added to 1.20, which I'm really excited for. Like, as someone who likes to build stuff and are adding like some details to stuff, there's going to be a lot of options now for people to utilize, and I'm pretty excited for that. I'm going to be curious though what they're going to name the update though, because I feel like it's going to be like some sort of expressionist update of some kind. Because, like, what other name would you call it though? Because it's definitely not the archaeology update. It's definitely not just being like, oh, like armor trims or whatever like that update. It's definitely some sort of expressionist update. But what the name is going to be, I'm not too sure yet. So I guess we'll just probably wait, or maybe wait until Minecraft Live. I guess I don't know. Actually, there hasn't been like any major sort of planned date on when 1.20 is going to be released. It probably would be released on the usual time of like June-ish. Similar to like the previous major updates, but we'll see. We'll see how things would go. Alright. Let me just dump some extra sand over here, because why not? How much glass have we accumulated over here? We're just grabbing, honestly, we're just grabbing the glass straight from like the chest. So the poor like shulker boxes are just being not used. Oh, poor guys. Anyway, the new default skins are, it's a cold name though. I don't think that will be good either. It's supposed to like, the main theme of the update is to be like based on expressing yourself. So some sort of like expressionism update or something like that might feel suitable, but yeah, it would vary quite a lot on how people would interpret that. But yeah, I don't know really. Yeah, there should definitely be some sort of like inventory expansion update of some kind. But I feel like setting that up might be a bit tricky, especially since you have like to deal with Bedrock sort of UI and all that stuff. It's both like a UI and a UX sort of issue, so it's gonna be definitely something that they'll have to iterate or experiment with. I mean, heck, have you taken a look at the new like world creation thing? I think it's best they take their time on building a proper like new inventory expansion update if they're actually gonna ship that bloody new world update, which I don't think they're gonna do, I think, hopefully, considering there's a lot of feedback about them wanting to change it back or something like that, or changing stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, expanding, like, adding inventory options or expanding inventory stuff is gonna be a huge, like, challenge in terms of, like, designing stuff, so they'll have to, like, take their good time with that. Quivers would honestly be pretty nice. Let me just quickly go around through here, place down some glass around through here. God, my freaking hay fever is trying its hardest to be really annoying, I swear to God. I'm gonna try my best to try to ignore it, because it's still trying to be an arse. Anyway, what else can I talk about? Is there anything else I can talk about without accidentally turning into a sponsor segue? Exclamation mark, HelloFresh, by the way. Anyway, what other major there isn't actually any major news that happened during the weekend, as far as I know. I don't think there is anything, as far as I know, I think. Also, what are you building, says the Lizard Wizard? We're currently just, like, spawn-proofing parts of the spawn region over here, so we can easily build up some farms and, you know, maximize the rates. Spawn-proofing an area would be very useful for, like, not dying. I don't know what to talk about. Sometimes I just talk about food. Yeah, I hate small talking in general. So, like, trying to start up a conversation is a nightmare for me. Like, do you like jazz? Like, have you watched the Bee movie? Anyway, how you doing, by the way, Atrick? Hope you're doing pretty nice so far. How are you doing? Doing alright. The hay fever medication is kicking in, thankfully, so I'm not having a bad case of hay fever now. But overall, I'm doing okay. But yeah, I'm definitely a kiddo. Yeah, I don't think expanding the stack amount will make sense. they would be able to do that because there is like code or like modifications to the code that can allow for that to happen. But how would that really make sense in terms of like storing stuff is going to be a huge challenge. Because that would honestly break a lot of like ways of storing stuff, honestly. Like item sorters, they had to rely on like certain item like sizes or item like weights. So if you change like the maximum capacity of like items per like hotbar slot or something like that, then a lot of item sorters are gonna break. So yeah, if Mojang is ever gonna like update inventory based stuff, like expanding the inventory or whatever like that, they have to be very careful and also very delicate on how they approach that. And the last thing people would want is people rushing them to do that. So yeah, they would have to think, they would have to take their time on that. And I swear to God, people start pushing devs to just rush it. It's just gonna be very bad. Like at this point with people like still working on that, do I still support people that say that the devs should just be updating the game more frequently than once, one major update per year? Like, I think there's still people advocating for that, but then you have like people who are like mod creators who are still not yet updating to 1.19.3 or even 1.19 in general and all that stuff. It's really, I feel bad honestly for people trying to like trying to discern the feedback of like the entire like community and trying to like transfer it to the devs, because the devs are just developers. They're not community sort of like PR personnel or anything like that. They aren't really like, they aren't educated or also like well informed on how to handle accepting certain types of feedback or certain types of like community outcry and all that stuff. So it's hard to really understand the full, you know, picture of like what is the people that what is the stuff that people would really need. So having people just get stressed out over that is just really yikes to see all the time. But yeah, also like discerning like what is the most needed feature out of a huge community is also a nightmare. Like, people always have like differing opinions about what should be the next major update, so when you try and pick the most popular update, people are still gonna be upset. Like, yeah, it's a nightmare. I mean, that's what 1.19.4 is. It actually is going to be like smaller updates added to like introduce like bug fixes and other stuff leading to 1.20. So I'm happy they're doing that. However, if you talk to some mod creators, some people are kind of against that. So, it's a mess, honestly, to really balance things out. Like, on the one hand, I would like more features to be added or more bug fixes to be made to the game, but on the other hand, I don't want to wait 5 months after the update to update my mods. My fabric mods that always take such a long time to get updated, so yeah. There's no way you can make everyone happy. And you're always gonna have caveats. And some people just haven't learned that, unfortunately, I think. Some people just haven't really learned that in general until they grow up until the age of 18 or whatever. But yeah. Until people start to learn that out, I guess. We'll just have to see. Alright, let's add some more glass right through here. Anyway, I have no idea what else to talk about, so we're just gonna be chilling then. Doing the chillin' hardcore thing. And I'm sweating right now in this room because it's starting to get hot. I hate this room. Just when I thought I would escape the summer heat decides to come back during the evening. I love that. No, and people would still go to the end for a couple of reasons. Mainly for, like, setting up shulker farms and also, like, getting, like, much more better endgame loot as well, compared to, like, other parts of, like, the game as well. So there is still some purpose to go to the end, especially with, like, the trims being added and whatnot, if you like the end trims. But I would agree they would need to add, like, much more better features to better incentivize the end being a proper dimension. But that probably is already in the pipeline, being like, brainstormed or prototyped at the moment. And it's just down to whether or not some features are better to be added or not be added, depending on how good the performance is. There's like a lot of factors that had to be taken into consideration. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work on how things would go. Yeah, plenty of glass anyway. I wonder how much iron we'll be able to get by the end of the stream. I'm gonna hope it's a lot. Because I probably would save up to like make another maxed out beacon in like a different place. So we can probably get work onto like another farm maybe? Should I go and make another farm, I guess? I mean, considering that I would also need a lot of coal, it would be pretty nice to work on a wither farm soon. Or wither skeleton farm specifically. So who knows, that might be pretty useful. 108 plays, by the way, welcome to the Fox Army. Hope your day's always doing pretty nice as always. I think I already read your message to say that you're doing alright, but yeah. Hope you're doing pretty well so far though, mate. Anyway, is the thing broken? I just realized that the, no, it's always like on loop and like the wrong freaking time. I thought the spawner ship thing was always like frozen or something like that, but no, it's still looping. Gotta love the HelloFresh stuff. Yeah, I'm also pretty glad that I found a fortress that's above lava, and it's also in the 𝗦cie 𝗰𝗶 area, so the rates are crisp. You know, rates are, like, you know the wither skeleton rates are crisp, like, if you just go to the fortress and there's just a crap ton of mobs there. Like, you don't even need to, like, technically I don't even need to make a wither skeleton farm, because the rates on that fortress that I found earlier were already powerful enough just to do, like, normal vanilla grinding. But then again, I also don't want to get shot by blazes, like, 24/7, so I'm gonna build I'm definitely gonna work on a wither skeleton farm. But anyway, mine is in a 𝗦elle delta, which is not bad. The rates might be a bit lower though, because a 𝗦elle delta would always like prioritize the spawning of like magma cubes, so that might be something you'll have to like consider though. That's why 𝗦elle 𝗰𝗶 is often like better to like work on, because it's much more rarer for like the mobs that are spawning into the biome, which is mainly skeletons and like gas to spawn there, compared to like any other mob. And also, I think, yeah, I don't think a warp forest would work because of endermen spawning in, so it depends. How you doing, by the way, Elock? Hope you're doing pretty well so far, mate. After 4 months of healing and all of them being completely fine, 2 days before my appointment to change it, my helix decided to get infected. What did I do to deserve this? I have freaking no clue, and I actually completely forgot what a helix is, and I probably don't want to know. Anyway, big yikes though. Also, there's no more sand to smelt, so let me just quickly do that before the fuel runs out. Okay, dump all this over here. Alright, anyway, let's dump this before I forget. Alright, get that out. Alright, and we could also put this one over here as well. This is also full of sand. Alright, there we go. This is what we call a mess in inventorying. Again, I will have to make a much more better automated system for this. But eventually, I'll deal with that. My next project is either to finish my castle shulker farm or wither farm, so... Or my castle shulker farm or wither farm, so yeah. Hopefully that goes pretty well. Alright. Let's see if there's any more white done. There we go. Gosh, how much bloody bones are we like eating through in terms of like getting white dye? Jesus, must be getting through a lot by the looks of it. And I might also need to stay up the night because I also need more gunpowder to replenish our fireworks supplies. I mean, I have plenty of fireworks, but I might as well get some more because I really need to work on a creeper farm eventually in some point. But thanks to working on the spawn perimeter, it's still not yet ready yet for us to get ready for that. But once this area is already, like, once this perimeter that I already, like, set up has already been spawn-proof, then we can work on, like, a creeper farm eventually. It also might give us opportunity to use, gather some wither roses as well, because wither roses will be pretty useful for, like, the creeper farm. But not necessary, though. I got them from just wither farming. Again, wither skeletons are just skeletons, but black with coal. Before I make a racial statement, let me just ignore that. It's the cartilage piercing on the top of the ear. That is interesting. So, big fat yikes if it's somehow gotten infected again. I mean, then again, ears are weird, so that's also something about that. I mean, stone sword, they carry the stone swords. So it's whatever, honestly. You gotta love dealing with their stone swords, though. Yeah, definitely gonna get cancelled. Ideally, I don't want to get cancelled, please. Please, no. Alright, dump all this. Anyway, we love stone swords, indeed. Stone swords, Pog. Definitely not a nuisance to inventory manage once you keep skeleton grinding, I swear to God. Alright, placing down some more white glass. I don't know what's the more faster way of like doing this, so I'm just doing this method of placing down glass. I mean, I could just do it like this, I think. Nah, it's a bit slower, or not slower, it's a bit fast in some ways, and that might cause the blocks to be placed on top, which I don't want. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. Hollow Knight soundtrack, let's go. Let's go. Oh, it's Green Path, of course it's Green Path. Anyway. What mod do I use to allow for autofilling glass in my hotbar? I think it's 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶, I think. I believe I'm using 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶 that allows us to like automatically like have like blocks back in our inventory and all that stuff. I mean, 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶 is a multi-purpose like mod that has a few cheaty features, but also a lot of like quality of life stuff for building. So use it at your own risk, I guess. But it is pretty useful for like a lot of building stuff, though. And a lot of terraforming related stuff, because god, terraforming is such a pain in the arse in vanilla Minecraft. Just filling in all this glass around through here. Is this faster? I have no idea what method is faster, honestly. So I'm just gonna presume this is good enough. Estelar, hey, by the way, Estelar. Hope you're doing pretty nice so far, mate. Hope you're doing pretty well. Anyway, I use quality of life mods that are kind of cheaty, but also trying to make it not too easy as well, yeah. Like, if there's like a game-breaking feature that would just make my life like 500 times more easier, like just cheat through like a vanilla Minecraft, I would definitely not go for a mod like that. Ideally, I would just always prefer just sticking to as vanilla as possible. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna let the sand do its thing, and we're gonna collect our next batch of glass, and keep placing down the stuff. Yeah, like X-ray. That's why I also don't use minimap as well, because it kinda borderlines on my idea what X-ray could be, and not just because of like you being able to visualize where all the ores are, but what are, where there's like structures nearby or whatnot that you may have missed. Because that is, again, it's kind of what the vanilla sort of like exploration is that you often would miss out stuff from like not seeing it carefully, but if you use a mini-map sort of thing, you can easily see stuff. But yeah, to each their own, though. I probably should add a wristband to my left arm because I always keep having some weird scapes on the edge of my table on my freaking like left arm. So let me just quickly add another wristband on top of that just to avoid wackiness. Pretty handy though. God, it's so warm in the display room. It'll be nice if it was winter right now, but unfortunately it's still summer here in New Zealand, so it's still warm AF. But then again, I can't switch stream schedules again back to the mornings, because I have university next week. I have classes starting next week, so that's going to be lovely. So we'll see how things would go. And I fell down. And I'm completely starting to do some wacky stuff. Alright, break that. What other things can we talk about? Is there even any major news to talk about at all? There really isn't anything like special that's been happening in the past 2 days. Or during the weekend specifically. Alright, let's keep going around here. Still messing up the freaking blade placement of glass. Again, so good at this game. By the way, if you haven't joined the Wacky Discord server, by the way, definitely would recommend it. That way you get notified of these wacky streams immediately when they go live. Just a little heads up, though. Alright, just keep going. I'm out of ideas of what to talk anymore, so I'm just now like listening to the music. Chat's nice and quiet. Glass placing is pretty much as good as glass placing would ever be. I'll have to move the freaking blade maxed out beacon closer over there, so that's gonna be a bit of a pain. But it should be fine. Should be pretty much fine, I think. Alright, there we go. On God, indeed. Alright, there we go. I really am like excited to finally get those vinyl copies of the Song Frontier soundtrack. Eventually. It's eventually going to be shipped out by the end of this month, but hopefully I'll be able to see it. Also, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub, Simply Glorious. Big Pogmade, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Or Twitch Prime sub. Because I am refusing still to, still say Prime Gaming all the time. But I appreciate the support though, mate. Big Pog. But yeah, welcome to the Fox Squad. It's an ad-free viewing to those who are the Fox Squad, as always. Okay, can I please... Actually, no, I'm not going to go to sleep. I need to, get some more creepers, right. I need to get gunpowder, or else I'm going to get fricked all over the place. So the last thing I want to do is go to sleep. Alright, let me just dump some more sand into the smelter. And we're going to hunt down some creepers while we, wait until nighttime. I'm kind of scared that, these areas might spawn mobs, but considering that they only spawn on, light level 0, I don't think I should be worried. Especially since there's, a lot of, furnaces already smelting here. I'm gonna miss the 5 in a row ads. Yeah, fair enough. It is pretty annoying, though. Especially if they're, duplicate ads. Oh well. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves some more creeper boys, because I am still needing to get a crap ton. I also might need to kill some skeletons as well, for the sake that I also need more bone meal for white dye. So I might as well get that. Oh, I still have my smite sword. Well, I'll keep that, because that'll be very useful. Die. How did you survive a hit? Okay, whatever, I'm not even going to question that. But hey, at least I can get some more of these. Alright, anyway, let's go and say hello. Say hello to any boys out there. I think creepers still are 2-hit kill. Even without this, but whatever. We'll see how things would go. We love State Farm and Adobe, definitely. Is there any freaking sign of creepers around here? There we are. There's some creeper boys and some annoying boys. Oh, don't you dare try and do that same trick with the freaking tall grass, I swear to God. I prefer 𝗏 𝗟𝗶𝗹 on my swords. Said nobody ever. Unless you're working on a spider farm, but why? Okay, they're still alive. Get out of here, zombies. But yeah, the only reason I would always use 𝗏 𝗟𝗶𝗹 is if I'm working on a spider based or something farm, which is very a niche sort of thing, so after a while it just kind of feels kind of useless. Anyway, it just occurred to me that I'm only able to join the streams where you are just placing glass. When is the next stream going to be, Sicinder? Just make sure I don't destroy my sleep schedule. Should be around the same time on Wednesday. So if you want to see more of these wacky streams like this, then just stay tuned on Wednesday like this. Sir Nipplington says you're up late. It's currently 8:50 here, so it's not too late. And yeah, we're currently just doing the hardcore stream at this time because it's almost time for me to go to university again. And I also want to go back to the evening schedule because people keep asking to keep going back to the evening schedule. So that's why we're doing this. Alright. But yeah, hope you're doing pretty nice so far, Sir Nimplington. And also, I don't usually place down glass all the time as well, Elon, so there's plenty-ish of variety stuff that I also do-ish. And the American lands is currently in the middle of the early AMs, I mean, yeah. But then again, also, why are you watching if you're currently in the middle of the... If there's any Americans watching, I'm curious to how and why you decide to watch a Twitch stream in the middle of the evening. I mean, I guess it's probably because of insomnia-related stuff and whatnot, but I'm still curious. Hard drug, yeah, I definitely would, no. Twitch, don't ban me, please. I'm just making just a joke out of it, please. I'm not seriously advocating for people to do that. No, drugs bad. Alright, anyway. Julian, if that's how to pronounce your name, how you doing, by the way, Julian? Bruh. Okay, anyway. Hope you're doing pretty nice, though, mate. Oh my gosh. I thought you normally do normings. I'm from Australia, so I only do 5 or so. You're only 5 or so ahead. So I guess the schedule will be way better for you, I think. But yeah, I don't normally always do like morning streams. The reason why I would do morning streams is to avoid the heat and also not die in the evening due to tiredness or whatever. But considering that I'm actually able to like conserve some energy for like the evenings, I usually would do okay now for the evening streams. But it's still freaking hot. I really wish I had like a proper air conditioning here in my room, but I still don't. Alright. There goes my sand. Okay, whatever. Julian says, I'm boring. Your stream seems cool. I mean, your name doesn't seem too boring, honestly. But yeah, I hope you're doing pretty nice so far, though, mate. AC exists in New Zealand? Well, fortunately, I think. The problem is that it's still too expensive. So I really wish I can get some proper AC in my room. But no, it costs $1,000 freaking for a freaking quote. Okay. Nah, just coffee and a little sweet berry bush. Alright, anyway. But anyway, working or gaming says Z-Big, so... Okay, I guess. You're just doing the grinding stuff above gaming and work. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Question? I have no idea. Anyway, I'm bored, so you're watching this wacky stream? That's no worries then. A lot of people often like want to just find some other people to watch, and a lot of people find this wacky channel. So hey, hope you're doing alright. Anyway, I keep getting told to get Floridian Aircon. I want to know what their power bill looks like. That is a good question. What is the power bills of specific like freaking air conditioning brands? Because I've never heard of Floridian Aircon whatsoever. So, I guess that's that. And also, how you doing, by the way, Silver05? Hope you're doing, by the way, mate. Alright, let me just quickly bonk this boy. There's a few more guys over here. Why is it so freaking hot? I can feel the heat from, like, my fan, like, my it's supposed to be cooling fan. I can feel the heat just blowing through from the stupid bloody room. I hate this. I really wish it would be, like, colder. Oh, boy. Until that happens, I guess I'll just deal with it. Floridian as in AC's from Florida. Apparently they're really good. Which I guess makes sense, considering that if it's from Florida, and Florida's hot AF, I guess that makes sense? But then again, do Americans, or specifically people from Florida, know what power bills are? That is the question. Alright, anyway, let me just quickly bonk this guy. No, my gunpowder, I hate you. Freaking die. Frick you, skeleton piece of shit. Okay, anyway. Yeah, costs really depend as well. Julian says, do you live in New Zealand or Australia? I live in New Zealand. Though I do respect people who live in Australia, though. I mean, then again, it's literally like an ocean away. Like a small ocean away, so we're basically like neighbors, I guess. Anyway, I'm good, thanks. How is going back to this evening streams have been? So far doing alright. Energy levels are actually doing surprisingly strong. I was actually anticipating to like drink some coffee. Or I was getting ready to get some coffee to like make sure I have enough energy. Until I realized I forgot to drink the coffee. So we're doing alright by looks of it. And I'm not dying. Voice is okay-ish. My hay fever is still whack as ever. So overall we're doing okay. For now. Until probably later on. I have no idea how things are going to go. It doesn't take long to set up a gunpowder farm? It depends, honestly. I mean, creeper farms are somewhat simple-ish to set up, but if you're trying to make it a very efficient process, which is what we need, it does take a lot of time. And I mean a lot of time. I remember like working on a creeper farm that lasted like well over 6 hours to build from start to finish. And that's basically how to make a maxed out one as well, or like a beefy one that would never require you to ever AFK gunpowder like on a single session ever again. So that's what we're trying to aim for, and that's why I'm not going to work on a simple gunpowder farm just yet. I live in Australia. It was like 35 degrees Celsius throughout the entire last week. I used to live in New Zealand though, so that's lovely. I mean, I guess I'm kind of grateful that I'm not in Australia, you know, like a lot of reasons, but at the same time, it's just pain. I mean, I think it's probably more than 6 hours, but it's 6 hours because I like recorded the entire process. It probably would take multiple days or even a week, over a week to like get that sorted out though, depending on the complexity of the farm. But yeah, it depends. It depends heavily. All right. Gotta love Hollow Knight music. Let's get some more fireworks here. What the frick do you mean that's not enough? Okay. Gotta love this game. Alright. Yeah, hopefully it's not gonna go up to 40 degrees in, like, Australia. I mean, depends on where you are, though. Oh, it's 1 year and 1 week foliage Glash. It's a silver. Big pog. I'll be able to get, like, some nice sort of, yearly something, I guess. There isn't really a huge reward for those who surpass like a year of followage, though. But big pog to those who have been following for well over a year. You guys are absolute mad lads. My school actually thinks it's not it's not warm enough to not wear blazers. Like, are people still forced to wear, like, that would make no sense then. Oh, it's not too hot enough to the point where you only have to wear, like, your shirt and tie. Wear your blazers or else you're gonna get a freaking detention because you're violating our school uniform policy. And I'm like, bruh, we're literally dying here. I mean, the same can be said for the cold. Like, my high school has this, like, this infamous, like, policy of giving, like, sort of, like, disciplinary warnings to those who are, wearing like jackets or jumpers in like certain areas of the school, because apparently you're not allowed to wear jumpers in certain areas for whatever reason, because it's against the school uniform policy, but I don't know why. It makes no sense. Also, stay hydrated, by the way. Stay hydrated and drink out of like a cup of water, because I only have a cup of water. My water bottle is unfortunately empty. But stay hydrated, though. Fahrenheit is better than Celsius. Change my mind, depending on each perspective, honestly. I guess Fahrenheit is better for, like, knowing, or... Not knowing, but, like, sort of communicating what temperature it is outside. But for literally any scientific application, don't use Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit can be an absolute mess to calculate, honestly. And yeah, it doesn't translate well with other units of like temperature, like Kelvin, which literally uses the same measurements at, not the same like scale, but I mean, yes, it uses whatever. It uses the same sort of like measurement of scale similar to Celsius. Speaking of Celsius, do people ever say the word degrees centigrade over Celsius? Actually, what is the difference between those two? I actually am like too curious to know what's the difference. Centigrade versus Celsius. The difference between Celsius and centigrade. Celsius is a more concise, precisely defined zero. Centigrade temperature scales are the same scales, but Celsius uses a scale that is precisely defined. God love science. Anyway, let's just keep going. It's basically the same as like people redefining what a freaking like gram is. Or a kilogram is, specifically. Because it used to be like a single like weight that's precisely calibrated to be a kilogram, until scientists like come together during like a summit and realize, wow, this is such a dumb idea for a lot of reasons. Let's just make a freaking like calculation to like know what a freaking kilogram is. So yeah, thankful for that, I guess. But yeah, it's yeah, gotta love science. When was centigrade last used anyway? I don't think it is still widely used still, but Celsius is the new name for it. I already know about science, I guess. Never live in Australia. Plate-side spiders, no thanks. I mean, in the cities, you'll be more or less better compared to, like, the rural areas. But then again, you'll deal with other problems, like NBN. Has anyone in Australia had a very good experience with an NBN? I always thought that my internet coverage was always terrible until I heard the stories about what's happening in Melbourne. Big fat yikes. Anyway, I don't know why we use the imperial system. It's overall worse than the metric system. I mean, the naming scheme and the way that people are measuring stuff is very bizarre. And the way of, like, scaling between different measurements is even more bizarre. Like, you better know how to, like, count in eighths. Like, yeah, I don't freaking know, honestly. So thankful that, like, Germany doesn't have school uniforms. Fair enough. Then again, I know, like, there's some places in, like, New Zealand and, like, Australia that don't like, offer, like, uniforms and stuff like that. So it depends, though. Australian internet, though, lol, yeah. Like, what the frick was the point of, like, NBN? If it's, like, the worst version of internet you can possibly ever get. It's so bad, by the way, that people are resorting to, like, having to, like, get better cell service or mobile service, like, data service over their internet connection. Because that's how bad their new, Australia's new internet connection. Like, I don't understand. My brain hurts trying to understand why the frick that was the case in the first place. But I guess that's just Australian crap as always, I guess. Pounds and feet, who came up with this? Americans, I presume? I know pounds was actually, I think, a British used measurement, I think. Because as far as I know, the measurement of pounds was actually used prior before, like, I think, the Americans being independent, I think? I could be actually wrong, it could be actually acquired afterwards, but who knows. I live in the bush and you don't want to know how slow it is. Yeah, it's yikes. Yep, Australians have agreed that Australian internet is really bad. Thanks. Whoever the frick is in control of all of that. Yeah, big fat yikes though. So I guess that's one big reason why I will not move to Australia. Yet, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, big fat yikes. Anyway, incoming ad break in a few seconds, depending on whether or not it's gonna be turning on anytime soon. Because it's still not being turned on yet. Holy hell, it's so freaking warm in this room and I hate it. Absolutely hate it. But I had to live with it. This is my room. This is my bedroom and my room and my studio and all the places that I have to work in. Even with the windows open, it's still freaking warm. Hey, Manic. I haven't seen you in actually quite some time. Hope you're doing pretty well. But Twitch Turbo as well, so you're able to avoid these incoming ads, by the way. Imperials from the British developed to be able to estimate with the body and or the eye before measuring tools were developed and standardized, so that makes sense. Until you ask yourself, how the frick is a foot, like, measured? Because I know for a fact, I think, my foot is not exactly a foot long. So, what the frick was the standard of a foot? And what is the standard of, like, a yard? Whose yard is measured? Hey, on my way, Fox Gamer, though. Hope you're doing pretty nice. How are you? I'm doing alright. A bit warm in this room, but overall I'm doing okay. Yep, I may be staying up all night again. Please get some rest, though, Manic. I'm doing good. How about you? Or what about you? Doing pretty well so far? So yeah, glad to hear you're doing pretty nice. Anyway, there wasn't really any major big worldwide event, except for like the cyclone here in New Zealand and Turkey's earthquake and stuff like that, which is all pretty yikes. But nothing in terms of gaming, I think. The Nintendo Direct happened like freaking weeks ago, and yeah, there really isn't that much gaming-related stuff that is worthy of like talking about. If we want to also ignore the controversies as well, because I don't want to get into controversies. Eric says, "Hey Fox, how are you? Hope the cyclone isn't affecting you." I'm luckily living in a part of Auckland that isn't heavily affected. I know there's like places in the North Island that were heavily affected, like Gisborne and such. So it's pretty nice to hear about stories about what's been happening over there. Stayed till 7 a.m. yesterday, so I didn't pull an all-nighter. Okay. Sleep is not for the weak, by the way. If you don't have any sleep, you will be weak. Almost done with the glass? I mean, not really. There's still like a few more areas that we need to mine off, but overall we're making good progress. And I also need to buy more food eventually, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Oh my god, this thing is filling up faster than I would actually empty it. Jeez. And the sand is also running out as well, which is both good and bad, but definitely we need to refill this eventually. Alright, these are all emptied out. Golden carrots assert dominance. Can I just say that golden carrots are extremely overrated? For the sake that they are honestly not a great food source. Like, it's good for saturation, but when it comes to replenishing hunger, which happens more often than you would think, especially if you're taking damage, it's freaking terrible. I'm honestly not a big fan of just farming or just like buying off like tons of golden carrots. Like, I tried to go for a golden carrot diet, it just didn't work out very well. Anyway, I don't sleep and I'm the opposite of weak, says Fox Gamer. The less sleep, the more energy I have. Which doesn't make sense, but okay. What ship building? Currently, we're trying to like spawn-proof an entire area in the spawn region, so that's what we're doing right now. And I was about to get some more food, I think. But now I have to question myself. Should I go and get some more food, or should I... Like, I'm trying to like figure out, because I don't have any like any more emeralds. So what I might have to resort to is just selling off a bit of iron in order to like afford food and such. So that's gonna be desperate times for me, I guess. So I might as well do that, I guess, while I'm at it. And there are like some butchers somewhere around through here, I think. So we can see how that goes. No, you cannot eat more. That's the problem. Simply Glorious. There was multiple incidents where I'd taken like a lot of damage. I couldn't heal naturally because the hunger bar isn't actually like going down because you have so much saturation or like hunger saturation where you've been filled up. So if you're in like a situation where you need to rapidly heal after taking a lot of damage and you just eaten golden carrots before, you cannot freaking eat to replenish your health because the hunger bar is completely full, but the natural regen is completely down. It sucks. I thought it was going to be, like, still, like, maintained, but I think it's, like, on a separate system as by it looks of it, so it's still pretty yikes. But yeah, that's the biggest caveat when it comes to eating golden carrots. Anyway, my brain doesn't make any sense, actually. I mean, take advantage of that energy while you still have it until you get old, because that energy just disappears once you reach a certain age. So, wish you the best of luck on that. What other messages am I missing? I don't think I'm missing too many more messages. Just more people just flexing that they don't sleep. Which, again, is not a flex. It just basically tells you that you're sleep deprived. Anyway. Since we are getting some decent amounts of iron and such, I might as well sell some of it just to, like, afford food. I mean, I probably wouldn't need so much for, like, an maxed out beacon anyway, so... Oh well, we'll see. Throw away all the spare poppies that we don't need. There's 2 more mini iron farms that I built. These will hopefully all be replaced with much more beefy iron farms in the future, but for now they're working pretty alright. Alright, throw those away. Or, I completely missed that, but just ignore that. Alright. How the frick did you get more freaking iron stuff? What the frick? That makes no sense. I mean, they're both, like, sharing the same rate, so, interesting. I don't know why this one's getting more iron than this one, but you know what? I'm not the one to judge, I guess. They're both giving iron. Throw them in the composter. No. Honestly, I don't care. I mean, if you want to get like a lot of bone meal, I'm just killing a lot of wither skeletons, mate. Alright. I think this is plenty enough iron to like sell to butchers, I feel like. Like, surely that's more than enough to like get emeralds out of. I feel like that could be more than enough. Fix that goblin posture. I mean, yeah, true. Let's get some stretches in. I often don't sit in like a very bad posture most of the time, so usually I just need to stretch just to make sure my back doesn't die. Do do dun 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 do. Manic says, Fox, guess what? What is it? Because I cannot literally guess. Let's also get some more villagers via breeding, because I also need to make sure that we have like a lot more of a baby villager population through here. Anyway, you're a followage, big pog. Here, take all the bread and just keep breeding, please. Just breed to your heart's content. Okay, that sounds terrible. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh god. Anyway, Simply Glorious 27, welcome to the Fox Army. There's still some butchers over here. Actually, we need some toolsmiths that I can sell from. So, give me all your emeralds. Give me all your emeralds. No, give me all your emeralds. Give me all your emeralds. Thank you. Thank you for like trying to like tell me to like buy this hoe, but no thank you. Okay. Did I move all my butchers out? Is that the reason why I can't buy food? I mean, I know another place to get more butchers, so whatever. Aha, food. At least I'm able to afford basic stuff now. All right. Replenish your trade so I can get some more emeralds. Here you go. Oh, you're new. There we go. There we go. I have so much more iron stuff if you want me to buy stuff. Oh, you're new. God, why do you have to like trade like expensive shite? Okay, anyway. Give me more of those. You're a priest, so you're useless. And who have I not traded with yet? There we go. That's a lot for a bell. Jesus. Okay, anyway. No, I don't want your shovels. Get rid of those stone shovels. Cure them. I don't want to cure them because it takes too much time. And honestly, I'll set up like a proper trading hall that will allow us to make that much more easy to deal with. So that's why I'm not doing it now. So I will cure them in the future. But for now, I just want to like get good trades, you know. I just, or not get good trades. I just want to like get some basic stuff for now. I mean, then again, we're rich with iron, so at the same time, I think we're basically okay in terms of monies. Is there no one else I can buy? I swear there was like another like butcher, but I guess it was the same one that I traded with earlier. Anyway, no one wants to buy. No one wants me to buy like or sell me their my iron. I guess I'll throw away all this stuff so you can. Oh my god, you suck at okay, anyway, this guy sucks at trading, and I still have iron to spare. So. Hey, I guess this is still a viable strategy. I need more smithing tables, that's one thing for sure. Let me get that all set up. Hi there. What are you doing? This is all terrible. Anyway. Okay, what's crazy is that I met you like 11 months ago, so that's also pretty interesting. And I'm just going to ignore the chat for a small few minutes. Okay, so I need more wood. Because I want to make some more like smithing freaking tables, but apparently I don't have any, so I'm just gonna chop down this entire house. Because I can do that, because welcome to Minecraft. You can do that in order to get wood. Oh god. Alright, anyway. An odd number amount of smithing tables, but that's fine. Because at least you can all sell tools, or actually mainly you're just there just to trade me iron, so... That's your only purpose here, is to just give me so much iron. Or not iron, so many emeralds from like trading with iron. So like, yeah. Yeah, get your trades. Get your trade stuff. Is no one old enough to like grow up a bit, or is everyone already broke? Oh wait, you're able to trade though, so don't mind me. You're able to trade. You're still not able to trade yet. Who's able to trade some iron? There you go. Anyone else? Oh. There we go. There are a couple of, like, peeps that are still letting me sell, like, iron, so I'm taking the opportunity while I'm at it. Okay, you're leveled up. Silk touch shovels, my god, that's a pretty good damn enchant. What are you doing? And one of the villagers are now breeding again. Alright, anyway, I think that's pretty much all we need to do around through here. So I'm gonna let these guys just do their thing. I think we got enough food now and enough emeralds, so let's head back. Oh wait, do you want me to trade? Oh yes. Yes. Sure, I will buy you axes so that way you can level up so I can sell off my iron. Chop down the entire house, oh god. Also, make a wood farm, no balls, no. I mean, at this point, I really don't have any major motivation to really build a lot of, like, unnecessary farms like that. I think these all are, like, grown up, like, villagers now, just suddenly taking the trades. Because, like, I don't know what else to really say about that. Alright. I don't need this axe. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for now. Before this place gets kind of awkward. At least we know that we can sell crap tons of iron for freaking riches. So that's good. That's good for our emerald supply. I mean, that's the benefit of having an iron farm, so... Hey, big pog. Alright. Let me just double check our super smelter design, and I think I might call it for today in like a few short minutes. But we'll see first. Oh, I can trade with you. I can trade with you since you used to be like a toolsmith in the day, I guess. Or back in the day. Alright, let's quickly open back this up. There we go. This will be our bank of stuff. And I might as well turn all this iron into iron blocks for now. Cool. Alright, we're doing pretty good on like materials and all that stuff, honestly. We're actually doing surprisingly good. I know, by the way, Henry Gaming. Hope you're doing pretty nice, by the way, mate. Okay. Let me see if I can start storing. Oh god, is the thing like still... Okay, it's still smelting, thank god. I thought it was already emptied, but no. Still doing alright. Let me try and like fill in some of the freaking shulker boxes over here with stuff and see how things would go. There we go. Dump all of that. And dump all of that. Nice. This is definitely not scuffed organization whatsoever. Anyway, let's do a little bit more glass placing. Probably like finish off like the area that we still need to finish off. And then we probably can call it for today, because I need to get some rest soon. Alright. But I guess I can do like another sponsor segue before we end it off, because there's still like one small things I want to like show off, I guess. Or not show off, but like do later on. Alright. Okay, turn all this into that. Turn all that into that. Let's get some extra glass over here. There we go. Alright. All we need to do now is just keep doing the hardcore thing as always. Yeah, HelloFresh, thank you, yeah. Big shout out to HelloFresh, by the way. Do ! HelloFresh to get our get the referral link to get 175 New Zealand dollars off your first ever 5 boxes of HelloFresh. Again, highly recommend. Alright, let's go and get this all sorted out. Holy cow, it's so warm. God damn it, this room is so warm. Imagine if I ever get like sponsorship from like an air conditioning company. I would definitely like vouch for them, but that would be kind of whack. All right. Anyway. I don't know how much AC exactly it costs because it depends on like each house, but it can be quite costly. Which makes me wonder if I can ever like try and do a DIY project of like setting up air conditioning, but at the same time it would be pretty expensive still. But you know, DIY probably would be more cheaper than like having to pay like an installer like thousands of dollars. So I don't know. Alright, there we go. Set this all up. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Oh god, my stomach, Jesus. Anyway, what are your specs? You can do ! Specs to see what my computer specs are. pretty beefy, especially since there's like 2 GPUs in here. But it's not too bad, I guess. Alright, there we go. I would wonder if I should go and get like an AV1, like Intel, like, I don't know if I want to like get like an Intel, sort of A7 something. Because of like AV1 recording or whatnot, but then again, NVIDIA and AMD already have AV1 encoding, so I have no idea how that's gonna go. So that'll be interesting. Something about like the Chaos Islands music, it sounds very interesting. Alright, anyway. Let's just keep it going around through here, and a nice sort of streaming line here. Also, I can't believe that you've been streaming for 2 hours. It felt like 10 minutes, I know. I'm kind of thankful I don't stream 3 hours anymore, because after 3 hours it just gets kind of tiring. So I think 2 hours and something minutes is a good balance. Good balance between like long content and not dying. I want a new CPU because mine isn't taking full control of my graphics card, so bottleneck, so that's fair enough. I mean, there's actually quite a lot of good options nowadays with Intel or AMD, so you can definitely take a nice sort of opportune moment to like see what you can upgrade to. I'm really just a PC enthusiast, I swear to God. Alright, let's just quickly set some things up around through here. Da-da-da. And da-da-da. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Make sure we have all the white glass we still need for the last part of the area that we still need to work on, and then we should be good, I think. I mean, we only have this small area. I probably over prepared for this area. Get this completely sorted out. Ryzen 9 5900X is pretty smexy, especially if you can get it at a discount, honestly. Well, that's not too bad. Upgrade wise, there isn't really much of an upgrade path beyond that, but up to you if you want to go for that. Alright, so we got most of this area sorted out, so the only thing we need to worry about now, or next things we need to finish off, is basically this area over here. And then we'll be pretty much done for like this part of like the entire spawn region. Like the original plan, by the way. And we're not going to go fully yet on the original plan until later on in the future, I guess. Once we get our first basic farm set up, is to expand this perimeter around to where these dirt pillars are. So that's actually the size of the perimeter that I want to aim for, and we only made it to this much. But we're making very good progress, though. We have to clean up this part and that part, though, so that's something we'll need to deal with. 𝗦cije_𝗰𝗶𝗹 says, very random question, what mods are you using? You can do !mods to see a full Google document of all the Fabric mods that I use in this hardcore world. And it's all updated to 1.19.2, but it might not work in 1.19.3 because logic, I guess. I have no idea, honestly. But yeah, that's what I currently have, as far as I know. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna spend like the last few minutes like moving the beacon across, but in the meantime, I might as well like talk about our not wacky, they're not wacky, but our sponsor, HelloFresh, who's willing to offer like a lot of fresh ingredients and recipes onto your doorstep once you subscribe to their service that offers like really good like high quality meals and again recipes for you to make that are either easy to make, healthy, and also you know, also health conscious as well. I need to read my talking points. I'm so bad at like reciting my freaking things. Professional. I'm a professional streamer, guys. I'm a professional streamer. Don't at me at all. Definitely. Yeah. Anyway. So mealtimes made simple. Yeah. It's all about making mealtimes as simple as possible and also giving you the right ingredients to make some very healthy meals. So You can select your weekly recipes and modify the quantity or servings per recipe, so that way you can mix and match different sort of recipes that you like or want to try out. And we also offer many different recipes per week to choose from, and they all have different categories that are either health conscious, family friendly, or also very quick and easy to make. Very useful for students or people working in professional settings or young professionals out there. Anyway, I've eaten some of their meals in their friends' houses. Worth it. They smack and have easy prep indeed. So definitely would recommend you go and take a look at our referral link at doing ! HelloFresh in the chat and adding HF_Fox. That is the camera still working? Yeah, HF_Fox. This amazing referral link right over here. Add this referral link to any of your any 5 orders or up to 5 boxes of orders for any any subscription, any new customers, or even past customers that have been currently out from the HelloFresh experience for 3 months. You can use this code to get 175 New Zealand dollars, or convert that into your own currency, I guess, off your 5 boxes, or $50 off your first box. So highly recommend if you want to start eating healthy and get some quick, nice meals. Definitely would recommend as that, I guess. What other stuff do I want to talk about, I guess? But yeah, use the code HFFOX as mentioned multiple times in the stream to get 175 New Zealand dollars off. That's 109 US dollars off. Off 5 boxes, which is honestly a pretty good sort of way to start off eating healthy. Pretty nice. I don't even know I'm missing any more talking points. So apologies if I've completely messed things up. Still haven't fully get my meal box set up yet, so let me just quickly get this moved out to a different location, and we'll set things all up. Let's put this directly smack down the middle, real quick. So yeah, 109 US dollars off. 5 boxes of HelloFresh. Definitely pretty good sort of deal if you want to start. Okay, I'm repeating the same thing over and over again because I'm very bad at being a salesman. Anyway, let's go and fill this area up. Add some iron blocks over here. Fill this area up real quick. Amazing. I'm placing down iron blocks for the sake of streaming and entertainment. I really need to read out some more points. Any more interesting points that I keep forgetting to say earlier? Because pretty much HelloFresh offers a lot of good sort of recipes and options and fresh ingredients right on your doorstep. As long as you're able to put your address details and whatnot, it pretty much just allows you to have all the flexibility on scheduling and when your meals arrive and how they also arrive as well. So you don't have to always just tell in a post-it note on your door that you have to tell every single delivery man to post your stuff all the way into the back back door or whatnot. You can just put it into into your order, so it's really helpful. God, I'm so bad at repeating the same thing sometimes. But yeah, pretty helpful. And also again, ! HelloFresh in the chat to get the nice sort of referral code for 175 New Zealand dollars off. Wow, I'm so good at segues like that. Alright, anyway, let me just quickly get some rest. And that should be pretty much it. So far, we're just going to leave that out for tonight. I think with the amount of progress we made into this wacky hardcore world, or pretty much the spawn region now, we can leave things off for Wednesday and get things finished off for then. But anyway, I'm going to get some rest, so if you guys want to see more of these wacky streams, I highly recommend you join the very wacky Discord server, so that way you get notified immediately when the next stream goes live, and hopefully the link, the stuff works. I swear to God, if the commands don't work, I'm going to be so freaking mad. But yeah, be sure to join the wacky Discord server and get notified of more of these wacky streams later on. And again, also big thanks to also HelloFresh for sponsoring this wacky channel and giving you guys the good discount on getting nice meal offerings for 175 New Zealand dollars off for 5 boxes, or $50 off of your first box. So highly recommend you try out a HelloFresh today if you want, or whether your family or friends will want them, you can just send the code to them. You can literally do that. So all up to you. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this wacky stream. Have a good day, good evening, and good morning, and good afternoon. I can't say my outro properly. I'll see you guys again pretty soon. And yeah, be sure to join the wacky Discord server, especially if you're watching from the VODs, who have to endure so many sponsor breaks throughout the entire stream. So join the wacky Discord server, and also eat HelloFresh as well.